we are,
We're a
right?
whole
Yeah.
civilization.
Yes.
And then,
Yes, he did.
and then didn't he
Twice.
burn down an entire civilization
Mhm.
twice?
That is also true, but my
And then
client
didn't he
pleads
start?
insanity.
And then didn't he start a revolution,
You?
which probably resulted in a lot of deaths?
My client pleads insanity.
Really?
No, I
Indeed.
think you just, I think you'd get put on death row.
Nope, insane. Straight to the prison, life sentence.
No,
No
I don't
death
think
row.
you got. No,
I'm
no,
going to
see, no,
I'm
see,
going to
no, see,
escape
you
and
don't.
murder
You
like
see,
4 women in
prisons,
southern Texas.
prison's too good for
Ooh.
you. Prison's too good for you.
This is a very interesting conversation. I didn't think we'd be having.
It is. When are we going to play D&D?
That was my question.
I don't know.
I was just letting what? Ouch!
No,
Don't
I
rush
get it.
me.
No, it's
Jeez.
not you, Claire. It's us.
My God.
bad.
We're all pointing at each
All
other.
that now that virtue's gone, all of a sudden you guys are like little monkeys, you know?
Wow,
We don't have our
racist.
mother. No, we're just children without our
Racist?
mother. We're
That's a
just
slur.
children. No, we're just children without our mother.
I don't know. Is that a thing in the US?
What, monkey being a slur? No.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
true.
That's a
Or,
UK
or,
thing.
or,
I guess.
or I guess you could say we're just a group of depressed adults without our therapists.
True.
I don't need therapy.
I don't need therapy.
That's
It's
it.
fine.
Yeah, that's why Rock doesn't like Virtue.
Well,
Yeah.
Virtue's not being a very
Yeah.
good. Whatever. They're not here to defend themselves. We can't say such a thing. It's not like this is being
That's-
recorded. Anyways, should we
Welcome
get
to
to
our-
playing
Sorry,
D&D?
you watch this.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, let's
start.
go.
Okay, last session, session 4, with a shadow of doubt. You guys beat the shit out of a dragon, and the dragon also beat the shit out of you.
I became a
Beat the
dragon.
shit out of it harder.
Harlow became a dragon at one point. Rock
So that
Crusher
dragon did
almost
across
died,
space.
surprisingly.
Also cool.
You met Wraith. I think that's all that happened, actually. But it was great, so who cares?
Yeah, it was cool.
It was great.
Yeah, exactly. See, we killed a fucking dragon. What else could we ask for in a session?
Well, you're going to be very disappointed with this one, because sadly, spoiler alert, there's no dragon to fight.
Shit.
Yeah, sorry you were preparing yourselves.
I mean, what if we fight Rock? I mean,
I mean, only time will tell.
You'll lose.
Only time will tell. But
looks at Otto, just Otto, we got no.
the very end of last session sees you and Ray sort of gave you some time to yourself so that you can sleep, because you probably need it a little bit. So while you did not get a full rest, you did get a half rest. So you got a short rest. Congratulations.
Yes,
Huge.
better than nothing.
Huge, actually crazy.
It's insane.
While Virtue was with you at the very beginning of your watch, you all went to sleep, and Virtue took the last watch, and then when you woke up, Virtue was gone with a little note that says that she had to go help Nepper with something, so... I
This
guess.
seems normal and
We've-
not completely a fabrication of some divine entity.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a fabrication of me. It's not my fault that they're not here. So,
I think the voices in my head are talking again.
okay, calm down there, bud. But
I
not
think-
only was there a note from Virtue, Rock Crusher, waking up from your nap that Virtue was watching over, you notice that you don't have a potion of necrotic resistance in your bag anymore, and there's a pile of sand scattered around you again.
That's good because I drank the potion.
Oh,
Didn't you buy 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the second one? What happened to that one?
Oh wait, no, that
This
was given
like-
to
this-
Virtue.
The second Virtue got the second one.
oh, don't worry, because I came up with a plan B,
Oh no.
which,
Never happened.
Your axe is gone. No, I'm kidding.
well, it's not your axe. Hold on, let me get the correct terminology here before I start bullshitting myself.
Your entire right arm is missing.
Holy God.
Well, I mean, not your right arm,
Oh,
but you do look at your wrists,
Okay.
and you notice that
don't say.
your braziers of defense are no longer there. And they're in a pile of sand on the ground.
I am weak. I am pitiful. I'm a shell of myself.
And in that pile of sand, you see a small little coin that has the letters RKP scratched into it.
RKP.
Yes.
I'm sure that's nothing important.
Nope.
Man just got robbed.
Yep.
But is there anything you'd like to do before I move
Anyone
on?
else awake?
Yes. The only one that was keeping watch was Virtue because it was a short rest. So,
You say RKP.
yes. R for rodent. K for kelp. P for people. There you go.
Technically, it should be
Maybe
R
it's
for Romeo,
maybe
K for kilo, P for
maybe-
Papa. But
maybe it's rodents kill people.
Oh, God. You've cracked the code. I'm lying to you. Is there anything you'd like to do?
yeah, I would like to fucking wonder where my braces of defense have gone. Am I technically now unattuned from them?
Yes.
Sacre bleu.
Rock feels a little weaker.
Yeah, not that much, dude. Still got a 21 AC.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Guys,
So what are today's plans?
I'm gonna spend my morning, like, when I wake up, I'm just gonna poke both of them in the chest. Like, just sort of repeatedly, like, one after another.
I've probably woken up after the first poke, like,
I take a couple of tries because Harlow is a deep sleeper.
I give him a couple
I-
forehand, backhand slaps across the face.
Gets
He
on
wakes
top of
up.
him.
Oh no, he wakes up.
Guys,
Yes.
braces. Gone.
I
Sand.
tell.
Yeah,
Is it
well,
the same
no,
thing that happened
no,
to your
can't help but,
Harlow? I think you
hey,
broke him.
I don't know who they are, the Illuminati, the Jews, they stole my braces.
I mean, did you see exactly what happened to him?
No. That's why it's spooky.
Didn't this happen to you last time? Like one of your kits and another weapon just was
Yeah,
gone,
they
and there was
stole,
just
they
sand.
stole like a quarter. Oh, maybe we're haunted.
Wait, what? I could be
Is it-
completely
is
wrong,
it-
but didn't bone creatures showed up after that happened and tried to
Oh,
take shit from you?
that was a while ago. That was the Weeping Dreamer guy.
I mean, you're sure it's not like one of the curses that you have like leached to you or something?
Or
I
someone didn't just pay for a curse to get leached to you?
I don't think the curse includes me having my shit stolen.
Mm,
I mean, someone could have put a curse on you to have your shit stolen.
Potentially.
Maybe.
But my shit was also stolen, like, a while ago. Around the time you got stabbed in the chest and sort of didn't think it was important to tell us.
Okay,
I mean-
everyone's already talking about their own shit, and that was fine.
But you also,
You
Didn't
didn't
really
get
hurt.
stabbed again, did you?
No, like looks down, and is like, no, I don't. Unless someone stabbed me, like I don't know. Claire, did I get stabbed? If I look around, like no stab wounds.
You look at your body and you have no stab wounds.
Yeah, no stab wounds. I'm fine. Yeah, see.
Well, I mean,
Right.
I don't think those are like correlated then.
can I inspect the dust pile
Yes.
next to me, or the sand pile, and determine whether that is the remains of my braces, or whether they were like stolen and the dust is like a sort of what remains of the creature that stole them.
Roll an Arcana check.
Fuck.
Claire, if we check our if at least auto checks their stuff, nothing's been stolen.
Nothing has been stolen from either of you.
Yeah, I say I like double check
Alright.
my shit.
We're all like
Inshallah.
double checking our stuff while like he's crouched over like the dust, like kind of picking at it.
Make sure my dragon teeth are still with me.
Fuck. That's an 8.
It's surely dust. Pile of sand.
Do you want
Yeah.
help over there, Rock?
No, it's dust.
All right.
Claire, could I make sure that it's just dust?
Roll an
'Cause I'm sorry,
Arcana check.
I'm sorry.
walking
I'm
off.
sorry. Okay.
It's just dust to
Can
me.
I be honest? Can I be honest with you? It's because Harlow doesn't trust that. He fully believes that Rock wouldn't have figured it out. Probably whatever it was.
If y'all want, like,
That
if you
sounds
want,
like really fucked up, but
I could detect if there's magic on it. If you guys really want,
nah, I got this.
That'd be too easy.
27.
it'd be too easy.
You can,
What?
Harlow.
I got this 27.
You see Rock Crusher look over at the sand, shrug it off, and go back to eating something. I don't know. And you walk over to the sand and you sort of poke it a little bit, and you
pick it
can
up like I smell it.
yeah, you pick it up, snort a little bit, cough because it actually got into your nose, and you figure out that these are the remains of the Brazers.
Hmm.
Just as gas.
So what do you think, Harlow?
Smells funny. Rock, I think that these are your bracers.
Oof. How much were the braces again, Rock?
Enough.
These smell like
Enough for it,
bracers.
Enough for it to probably sting.
Yeah, enough for me to click delete on the app. Ooh.
What's D&D Beyond?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Otto said
sure
oof as
feels
well.
like it
I'll just point out
hurts.
as well that Otto said oof.
Yeah, times are changing in
Ooh.
1323, so.
Yeah, no, Roblox is becoming very popular.
Oh,
You
but,
see,
The foundlings.
God.
If you look at it, that's historically accurate.
obviously. You see two people begin walking towards you. You see, very noticeably, it sees you and Wraith again. And Wraith sort of like cocks her head to the side and points at Rock and says, "You're," and then like points to her wrists, "very bad. Nothing there."
You think I didn't notice?
I help. Try to.
Oh, tried to.
She's trying to help by telling you that you don't have any bracers. Did you just like decide to take them off?
Oh no, I sort of just pointed at the dust pile. Oh, apparently they turned to dust.
Apparently his shit's been
Oh,
turning
they
just
can
to
do
dust
that?
every so often.
Yeah, it must have bought like some dodgy pair or something.
Eh. Where did
How-
Virtue go?
Somewhere,
Had to go help someone.
All right.
maybe. Probably by crack.
Are you sure you're not gonna fuck up meeting the arrow now that your voice of reason is gone? Genuine question.
Oh, I mean, we got
That's a
some
good
shit to do
question.
before that, but
I mean, just let me know when you're ready.
hey guys, we got some shit to do.
Yeah.
We've got some shadow dragon scales here.
Mm-hmm.
Time for some cool armor.
Can you make armor? Or are you planning to commission
No,
someone?
I can't. I'm planning to commission. someone.
Claire, I have a question. Because I don't think we ever discussed this. Can Harlow make armor?
I could say you can make them, not well. You could probably only make light armor.
Okay.
That's good enough for us, actually.
I
Hey.
can only really use light armor.
I mean, yeah, I can make armor, so I mean...
Shit, we can do it. Get it done for free.
I mean, I don't need armor. I just want something cool with shadow.
I don't really like need armor either. But
No.
I mean, if it's better than what Rock bought me, then I say I'd like some.
do you think Virtue would like some?
I
Probably.
think they would. Yes.
All right. I can do that.
Get to work.
Mm.
And I will hand
Give-
Harlow the bundle of shadow dragon scales. so that they can
Oh,
make
boy.
I put
so
it
they
in.
can make
I put it
a
away
nice
for
kind
now.
of aesthetic shadow dragon armor for all of us.
I
Obviously,
put
Hollow
I,
and
I
Hollow
put
and
it away
Rock
for
will
now.
get. Do not put it away for now. You're gonna do it right now on this
No,
floor,
I don't. No, I don't
so
think
that
I
I can
am.
so that I can update my character appearance
Um,
and potential necrotic resistance depending on the armor.
I think that he's gonna make...
so are we
You,
going to
I
put
don't
off?
think. I think. By the way, I just want to point out. I think you really underestimate how long it takes to like make things. I think you like incredibly underestimate that.
Get
And
busy
considering
then.
Harlow needs measurements, and Virtue's not even
No, I
here.
need like I need a lot of time to like. It's not like a 1 day kind of thing. At least most of the time.
I
Oh, shit, then
mean,
give me some of the teeth then. I'll go fucking prove to the people we killed this goddamn thing.
I mean, if
Okay, how many
anything,
do you
should we
need to like prove that?
Enough.
And give him like 3 of the teeth. That's enough.
Yes.
So are we gonna put off meeting the guy, or are we gonna like put off until Virtue comes back?
Who?
What do you mean, who? Virtue?
No, the guy. Who's the guy?
The arrow?
The arrow?
The
Person,
organization, the group.
The
the
organization.
group,
You
yeah.
mean you said the guy like it was funny.
Person, guy, whatever. The people we're supposed to meet. Are we gonna put it off till Virtue comes back, or do we trust ourselves enough to actually speak to them?
They fucked off, so clearly they trust us enough to do it ourselves.
Yeah, and what's the worst that's gonna happen? They shun you out and you're forced to fight Wolfsbane on your own?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's the worst, I guess.
How
Yeah.
hard could it be? See, guys, we gotta present a united front.
Hmm.
Gotta be all in agreement.
I guess, yeah.
You know, we also just sort of killed a dragon.
I mean, yeah, we did just kill a dragon.
Exactly, we're cool as hell. I also could kind of do with a sleep, though. I'm a little fucked up.
Yeah. I'm fine. I just need the 4-ish hours. So.
That's good for you. I need a little more than that. Let's find a inn, tavern, pub, something.
Rock Crusher?
Alright,
I
I'm
don't know
down.
how long it's going to take for you to comprehend this, but if you want something, you have to get it yourself in this city. There are no taverns.
I
This
have
is-
to beat the
forcefully.
shit out of someone for
Yeah,
a
you have to go.
pint and a bed.
You have to go forcefully beat. You have to go forcefully beat someone out of their house.
Welcome to Zathrax, Rock Crusher. It's not like
God
you've
damn
lived
it,
here
alright.
before.
I gotta find someone's house then. God damn it.
Wow, you know that Rock really has been living a quote-unquote privileged life if he's forgetting this lifestyle that he used to live in.
Do you want to go for one of the shitty shacks, a pretty moderate home, or one of the elegant ones in the middle?
It's moderate. Somewhere in the middle. Just somewhere with a fucking bed and a roof.
I just want to point out, Harlow even knew the underground pretty well. At least I played it off as he knew.
I tried to help you and figure it out, but
No,
you not-
I know. I figured it out pretty well, I think.
Rock Crusher, did you not read the document I gave you about your city?
No, I did, but I forgot.
He doesn't like it, I don't
It's
think.
okay.
I forgot.
It's
Rock
okay.
Crusher suffers from.
I can help you. Don't worry.
He suffered from a hit to the head.
For real,
I
one too many.
guess. Maybe that dragon. I mean, almost killed him, so that's a first.
It.
He's shocked because he's not as strong as the dragon. Anyways.
Well, actually, the dragon's dead, and I'm not.
Well, it
so-
did take you 5 people to do it, so.
Well, yeah, obviously, I can fucking solo a dragon.
Okay, let's
I'm not
put this conversation aside. Gotta find you a house, okay?
Why is Rock
Yeah.
talking to this guy?
Make an investigation check.
Rock just likes arguing with this guy every once in a while.
And
Don't worry
just-
about it, Otto.
Are you
my
trying to stealthily take over a house or sort of like bust in through the doors?
What do you think?
I'm asking you. I need to know. This is your story, Rock Crusher.
I'm telling you, there's a distinct lack of stealth here. That is a natural 1 on the
Okay.
investigation check.
Don't you have Never mind.
Nope.
So
I
make
don't have any.
an investigation check.
Again?
Oh, did you just make one?
Yeah,
Is that what that
was
was? Not one.
that was the natural 1. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Claire, I could maybe help him from a
Do you
little,
want
like,
to?
because I could do that with the thing that, like, that I get from soul bonding with Opie. I can just kind of help him from far away.
Do you
You
want
know,
to
just
help
be
him?
like, yeah, I'll help him out. I'm not gonna let him embarrass himself.
By helping
No.
out, does that give him advantage or?
That gives him advantage.
Okay,
He
roll
gets-
again. You literally
Let's
can't get any
go.
worse. So,
11.
okay.
Okay, that's good enough. That's fine.
So you start looking around at the different moderately sized houses. It seems most of these houses are taken up by women in Zathrax, caring for children, doing, domestic stuff. And it seems like,
Orange.
yeah, all of the houses are currently taken by someone. And they're all taken by, or at least inside the buildings are all women. The easiest one it looks like is this one woman who is caring for 3 children, and she seems very weak and frail, so you could easily kick them out. The next one is a woman who's living alone, who seems like she could be taken with an ambush. And after that, it's a woman of 1 that seems like she has a moderate fight in her.
God damn it. I feel, this isn't right.
Maybe offer help to the frail woman. Maybe she'll,
Yeah, no, this ain't the place, though. They won't accept it.
It's their place to care for the kids.
Yeah.
I don't feel morally right, really, going after any of these homes.
Yeah, neither. Guess we'll just find, like, a rooftop and just kind of sleep on there. We're in
Yeah.
a cave, so it ain't gonna rain on us.
Okay.
I'll make a little fire. Just find, like, a sort of rooftop.
Okay. So you
can
go
fly.
to the
I'll carry the other people onto it as well if they sort of are too frail to climb.
You head to one of the taller buildings near the middle, not directly near the Capitol building, because I don't know if you want that with Death Wish, but you just head to a rooftop of an unsuspecting homeowner. Does everyone want you try to climb up, or do you just want to say that Rock Crusher carried you?
I'll try to climb up.
I mean, like, I don't have to try to climb up. I
Okay.
can just climb. So I mean,
Harlow's fine.
Look over
or
there.
maybe, if it's like, or if it's not, if it's lower than 60 feet up, I'll just create an echo up there. Or nah, can't do that. Never mind. I hate not being able to use my echoes freely. It sucks. Anyways, I'll climb.
It seems Wraith is fine, and she's carrying Sisu in one hand while climbing in the other. It's a weird thing to look at, but she's also fine.
They got it.
Otto, do you want me to carry
Yeah,
you? Or...
I don't
Yeah, okay,
think
okay,
I
cool. Yeah,
could.
I got it.
I was because I was probably looking up and was calculating. It was just like, yeah, no, not happening.
Okay.
Auto calculating. Auto just has has a brain blast.
I was gonna see if I can go up, try to roll a dex myself, but then I looked at my abilities and I was like, yeah, no, fuck no.
I will carry them up, and then I will
Auto
also
canonically
rip his off the
evaluated
side of the
themselves.
building. Goodbye from it.
Say what you said
Auto-evaluated
again, Rock
themselves.
Crusher.
He says he's gonna go take a piss.
Yeah, I'm over piss.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
In person and in character.
Is there anything you'd like to do before you take another 4-hour rest?
Can't
I'm
think of
probably
anything.
gonna stay up for the 4
maybe-
hours.
Maybe before going to bed. I don't know how long it'll be before we're going to bed, but start working on doing like beginning on working on the armor.
Okay.
And
Let's
I'll
I don't know how
see.
long you're gonna say that it'll take for me to do all of them, but
Um,
I'm only staying awake because
What
I only need
fucking-
4 hours for a long rest.
we need like a creativity skill, or like a proficiency skill. What
I
are
mean,
you proficient in?
I
Smith's
have,
tools.
yep, Smith's tools.
Ugh, make a. This is hard.
Tool checks sometimes have to do with dex, but I don't know about with the Smith's tool.
Well, let's just say you can do it. I want to roll a performance check to see if you can make it look good. Because you can make it functional, but I want to see if you can make it look
You want me
good.
to roll a different one for each one, or?
If you want to. Or each of
Alright.
them are stuck with the one fate that you roll.
I have never mind. Yeah, I'll do a different one for each one because that's fun, and it also means that if I fuck up one, I'm not gonna fuck them all up.
True. Not a gambling man.
So, performance.
Yes.
Not very good at performance because it's a charisma.
Doesn't have that
13.
race.
Another 13. You know what? Damn it! Here, because I don't even know what order exactly we're doing these in, like person wise, but
What are the
an
the
11.
numbers?
I got 2 13s and 11 so far, and another 11. Damn, I got pretty consistent rolls.
Okay.
2 13s and 2 11s.
I will let you choose which two of you get the better looking sets.
I'll do me and Virtue. I'll make I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I'm choosing my 2 favorites.
It's not exponentially better, but it's still slightly better.
Exactly. It's like functionality wise.
They're all functional, but it's just which one looks pleasing to look at.
And maybe like I'll DM you later or something like that about like armor stuff. I don't know.
Okay, I'll
But
say you
I don't
definitely
wanna
can
do
get.
that. I don't wanna do that
Yeah, you can
now.
get started now, but you definitely won't finish it in this 4 hours if you're working the
Alright.
whole 4 hours.
Depending on if we're if 4 hours and then we're resting, or if like some of us are like I just need to get my full 8 hours.
Well, you already had 4, so you gotta add
Get
another.
another 4.
Yeah, simple math.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1. That's 3 quick maths.
That's so funny. But is there anything else you two would like to do?
Yeah, probably just make sure no one really sees us.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
a nice
okay.
kiss.
No, people can see people.
I'm happy that you had a successful
As-
pee.
As
let's
Rock
go,
comes
Rock.
back to the group saying that
Yeah.
was a good piss.
Yes, he does. Let's go, Rock.
He's starting to make the armors.
Yeah, I did my rolls for how they look.
Would
And I
you like
got 2
assistance?
13s and 2 11s.
Would you like assistance on those rolls?
They're already done. They're already said and done.
Would you like
Damn.
assistance on redoing those rolls?
If Claire will allow it, but
Nah.
With an inspiration.
You can make one of the sets look better.
all right. What if I
An
make it
inspiration
mine?
dice.
What if
No. That would be selfish.
It's up to you, Harlow. It's your sets. You're making them.
I'm not gonna lie, that'd be really funny if I did that.
Well, which one is it, bud?
Yeah,
Well,
sorry,
roll the
sorry,
roll the
sorry,
dice.
Hold
See.
on, I'm laughing a little too hard. Give me a sec.
The virtue.
Do you know what? You know what? You know what? Because I'm fair. Because I'm a fair man. I'll roll a d4, and that'll decide on
Ugh.
who
Leave it up to
I'm gonna add it to.
chance. I will say, you,
Well,
Rockcrusher,
you
you
don't need
definitely
it.
don't have the better, the better setup to begin with.
What?
Just roll.
All right. I'll
Right,
say
who-
one
okay,
will be
no, you-
Harlow, 2 will be Virtue, 3 will be Rock, 4 will be Otto.
Alright,
And I'll roll it on I'll roll it on the D&D Beyond.
which one was I?
3.
3.
Okay.
If my D&D Beyond will actually let me roll. This is very cringe. You know what, Rock? Do a roll on D&D Beyond, so I'll be able to see it. I got it. It's fine.
D4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Whoa.
No.
Nice.
And what is your thing? A D6?
What? You what?
A D6?
What?
Yeah, for inspiration?
Yes, but not on this one. You can't do it. It's got to be a D. It's got to be an ability check.
So,
This is my armor. Thank you, guys.
no, aren't I rolling a D6 to add to the roll, though?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, it is a D6
Okay.
for that. Yeah.
Okay. It's a 5, so that brings it up to a 16.
Wow. How cute. Congratulations, Rockcrusher. You somehow still ended up with the better looking armor,
Hey, you know, I just stay winning.
I guess.
Not gonna lie, it would have been really funny if I would have taken that inspiration he gave me and threw it on my own.
It's like, oh, thanks, dude.
Thanks, dude. Makes it more evil because I know why he wanted me to give it to me.
Hey, you gave it up to chance. That's what more you can do.
Anyways,
I will keep you updated on your armor set, but it won't be finished by the end of this session. FYI.
Sacro below.
Yes. Is there anything you'd like to do before you finish your long rest? Another 4 hours.
No, I would like to snooze.
I'll probably just watch. Just kind of sit there.
watch him snooze, or like.
No, just watch around. Just not
Oh,
watching
okay.
news. That's good to know. God, no.
Going once. Going twice.
Going to sleep.
Going to bed. Good night to Harlow and Rockcrusher. Otto.
Yep.
During
We are back.
During their sleep, you hear Sizu say that she has to go talk with someone about something, very vague as always. And she leaves, leaving it as a very awkward silence between you and Wraith, who is staring directly at you. It doesn't look like it's in a threatening way, more of an inquisitive way, and you probably can assume that she doesn't really know the proper manners of staring at someone.
I'll just wave like a hello awkwardly. 'Cause even I just don't know how to really say too much.
She sort of squints a little and walks up to you, gets really close and stares at your skin. Aren't
Hi.
goat darker? You pale white.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
cracker.
I used to be a lot darker.
Cracker.
God damn it, I can't take it seriously. Fuck. Okay.
Shut up!
Fuck
Mute
both of them.
yourselves.
Anyway. All right. Due to some things our party has run into, I'm a little more paler than usual.
Pale from
Yeah.
my. She points to her brain. My being pale means you have. And then she draws her finger across her neck and like,
That too. I guess yeah, that is another reason why I'm a bit paler. If I'm like kind of like offer my hand and be like, if you touch, like kind of motioning to where you would feel a pulse. If you touch like right here, you'll see I have no pulse.
why have I not seen you before? Did you go, as she points down, meet Demos?
I don't think it was Demis I met. I'm pretty sure it was Midas, but still punished either way.
Interesting.
Yeah, they don't like me.
I came.
Mm-hmm.
She's like thinking of the words as she starts to say something, and she like mutters under her breath in her own tongue, and she's like, from. She like points down. She points out her sword and starts like swinging it off into the distance, like not towards anyone. For the demos. For the Shrees. What is your word? Reese.
I'm trying to think of what you're trying. What?
When
describe.
When the big rar all die.
When the dragon?
When people, some do not die, they come back and live after.
Reborn?
The
reset.
Yes. In charge of reset, clean up.
To make this easier for you, I'm going to use a spell so you can speak your native language so you don't have to struggle. How does that sound? And I will cast said spell.
Counter spell.
Comprehend language.
It is interesting seeing as you have died but did not go down there. I came from being in charge of the reset clean up, keeping those souls down and not returning back. I thought I would have seen you, but I have not.
I think the reason why you've not seen me was due to another higher power kind of pulling me out, or because I was with Midas, I believe. Midas could have kept me from there in my own little torture place, however you want to do it. But after some time, I was taken from there.
What brought you back? It definitely was not Demis.
No, definitely not Demis. Do you know the name Quinn?
You see her sort of like, her face of recoil back in shock.
Yeah, and I know how I felt when he brought me back.
Do you know of the egg? Have you seen it?
The egg? No.
Quinn made an egg.
I see.
Gifted it to the torch blades that is there. But when I came here, I found out it was not there anymore. I need to find that egg. Before as she points, or not points, but like looks over at the Capitol building. Before he does,
Okay.
if
What
you know
will
anything about the egg, tell me.
what will you do with the egg if you do get a hold of it?
I will destroy it.
Is it that dangerous?
It is too powerful for one person to have, for groups of people to have.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes open.
Thank you.
No problem.
As she sort of walks away from you, but still is sort of staring at you. But her face is kind of shifted to staring between you and Rock Crusher for the next 4 hours.
I'm probably also gonna like be like, you might not want to stare at people for too long. Some people can get uncomfortable with it, and in some places it seemed as rude or suspicious.
I do not want to seem nice.
Well,
Intimidation is the only thing that keeps you alive in Demos plane.
I understand that, but you're not. It's just something here might not be the best. Because I don't think even Rock wants to wake up to someone staring at him.
She sort of just keeps looking at him and squinting, but she's not staring as harshly, but still definitely inspecting Rock Crusher as he's on the ground.
Do you have any thoughts about Rock?
None for your ears.
Fair enough.
I'm doing great.
Rock's just unconscious. I'm doing great halfway to sleep.
Or we're having like connected dreams. We're having amazing dreams.
Fighting
Doing
each
cool
other.
dude shit. Yeah. Yeah, we're having another
Awesome.
1v1. We're having another 1v1 in our dreams.
I mean, goes great. We draw.
But
Dang.
that's all that happens on your watch. Nothing turns into dust and disappears, and you definitely don't get stabbed. So, congratulations, you survived another 4 hours.
Yay.
As you wake up well and refreshed from your fight.
I feel great.
What's our next action?
To arrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna check on my egg.
In front of everyone?
No.
Rock, we still need to go through your bag.
No, you don't.
I remember, Harlow, I am right. We were going to go through the whole thing with his bag, correct?
Yeah. Actually, I don't
This
think
is
I
like
really.
the perfect time for
Actually,
that.
actually, I don't think I
I
really
don't
need
remember
to.
that. I'm gonna fly off.
I think
Yeah.
I grab his leg.
No, you don't.
Oh my god. How about this? Roll. I know you're not fighting.
Contest that strength roll, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you for having no. I don't know. You're flying. I don't know.
Yeah, well, my wings are part of my body, and I'm strong.
You know what? Fine. Both of you roll a strength check.
Damn.
I'm gonna rage.
Wow, I knew he would go
I'm like-
overkill for it too.
Watching this, and
I'm not gonna rage. That's like over. That just
Natural,
feels like unnecessary.
natural fucking 20.
Okay, guys, this is overkill. This is sad.
I got a soft 20, sadly, but
I got a soft 20, then a natural 20. So 27.
Harlow, you do grab onto Rock Crusher's leg, but it seems he pretty easily kicks you off with the force of his wings, and he starts flying away.
I just let him fly away. I don't give a fuck. Fuck
You
him.
also fall
That
over.
was
It's very funny.
that was extra. I was expecting. You really didn't have to grab him.
Does he keep flying away? By the way.
I don't know, Rock Crusher, what are you doing?
Yeah, I fly into a wall on the other side and sort of fall over like a bird that's hit a screen window. No, I've sort of just find another rooftop on the other side of the city.
How far
I'm-
away is he?
I don't know how it's city.
I'm curious.
Far enough for
no
you
problem.
to see him, but not for you to know what he's doing.
Okay, hold on. How far would you say roughly? Would you say under 1,000 feet?
Yes.
Would you say under 600 feet?
I can't make an estimate that close.
Damn.
No.
Yeah,
Hold on,
never
let
mind,
me-
never
let
mind,
me do
never
a
mind,
bit of-
Never mind. I'm really curious because I'm really tempted to just like pop a shot at him with a longbow, just to scare the shit out of him, just to
How
scare the
long?
living.
How many miles is... Oh. It's definitely more than 600 feet away.
Okay, so then no, that's fine.
I hope he comes back because I don't trust myself getting off the roof.
Do you like need help?
I will definitely need help.
I'm gonna check on my egg.
You see, Wraith watch Rock Crusher with squinted eyes. It doesn't seem like she's happy, but she's just
by the way-
watching him.
I'm doing it with my
But-
back to them. I've got my like wings up as like a sort of barricade.
Clear, by the way,
Well-
the way that I help Otto down is I just tie my rope around them, and then I just lower them down off the roof.
That's fun.
I can imagine people are just watching, like, what the fuck?
Rock Crusher, checking on your egg. It's pipped a little bit, but seemed to stop. It still has about 2 weeks before it hatches.
Okay. Give it a little kiss, and then I put it back in my bag.
It's not in its little travel carrier anymore or on your chest.
No, it's a little too obvious now.
Okay. See, he does have some sort of brain in there.
Really?
It's very
Surprisingly.
valuable. Very valuable. And
Your brain, or-
then who was it that suggested that we kill the dragon? Or
I think it
kill
was- I think-
something?
I think it was us.
Yeah,
I
we
think
had no.
we. I think.
someone
I think.
suggested
I think
that
we
do
suggested
some-
it.
Someone suggested we should do something to prove ourselves.
I think that was you.
No, it was not me. But I was just very on board with the idea.
I think. I don't remember.
I swear I'm not wrong in saying that it was him.
No, I think it was Virtue.
No, the idea that we had to do something to prove ourselves was.
We need to go back to the
an idea.
video.
I swear Rock was the one that brought the idea up.
Yeah, I brought up the idea of killing a dragon. Yeah.
Well, no, you brought up the idea of fighting something to prove ourselves.
Now, who? Yeah, I know. Who brought up the idea of doing something to prove
I don't-
ourselves? Is that
We
the
have to
arrow?
look back at the video.
No, it was not them. It was you guys came up with that idea.
Okay, why did we need to prove ourselves? Go back.
I think
It
it
was
was due.
it was your own reasoning that you had for why we were.
I think the reason why we
Well, it
said
worked.
it was so
Was because-
people.
We don't know if it has yet.
It worked for me.
I'm pretty sure it was probably Virtue, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm almost
this
positive
was
it was.
Virtue's fault.
I think it was your fault.
That's a complete lie.
Well, we should
Rock
probably.
Crusher.
segue.
Before, I know that you're now with the party again, but before you left your little crow pose after checking on your egg, You
Little egg.
you were flying back towards them, and you did see a little dark blue spiked shark guy looking at you with like a toothy grin as you were flying above him. As in Jinx, if you couldn't get the connection.
Yeah, no shit, thanks, dude.
Just had to help. You know, I just had to help you.
I'm not retarded.
I don't know that information. You said some things.
Hey guys, I saw a sort of blue spiky shark dude. I didn't know who it was. I don't think I ever will.
That's really sucks.
Yeah, it does, really.
No, should we start getting a move on?
Yes, we should. I'm sure it's of no importance.
Not at all. Wraith, you start to follow Wraith as she's still sort of looking around towards you. And Rock Crusher, she is not very subtle in the fact that she's been staring at you mostly.
I give her a wink.
She looks confused and then winks back.
I give a little like fist bump to myself, like, hell yeah, dude.
She like looks at her hands and then she like confusedly just fist bumps herself as well.
This is very interesting.
I am so getting laid.
God.
But
I turned away from Rob. I turned away from him.
I like walk like a little ahead
I was
of
like
her,
walking.
so I don't have to watch that.
Harlow was like walking next to Rock, and he like speeds up a little bit, just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We
not
leave
be a
Rock
part of
behind
this.
us.
so eventually, as you get farther away from the major buildings of Zathrax and more to like the outskirts with all the shacks and huts, you also meet up with Sizu again. You know, missed ya. It's only been like 4 hours. Hope nothing happened in those 4 hours. But both of them, now side by side as you all are walking behind them, Sizu and Wraith take you to a shack near the outskirts of the city. One of those shacks that are only a stone square, stone rectangle with no windows or defining features, just a hole in the front that looks like the shape of a door. It fits to the rest of the rundown buildings in Zathrax, which is sad in some cases, but it's up to you. You see that in front of the shack, there is this older man sitting slouched on the ground as you're approaching. You see Sizu and Wraith look at each other, Sizu a bit worried, and then she just nods to Wraith, and Wraith picks up the pace and walks up to the man very calmly. He begins to start talking, but within a second, you see the man's head slashed off his body with a very clean line as to where his neck and head were attached before. You didn't even really see Wraith unsheath one of her scythes, just walked up to the man, his head falling off his body and Wraith starting to walk back over. The only thing that knows that she definitely did do something is the fact that one of her scythes has blood on it, though the blood is very quickly drying up and falling off of her scythe. So by the time she walks back over to you, it is completely cleaned off.
I'm impressed.
It's pretty cool.
Seemed a little unnecessary.
Wraith looks at you and then points towards the corpse and says, "Not wanted," before turning back to Sizu for further directions.
You wanna explain what your friend was up to when they kind of...
If we don't know the person around the entrance, they are not wanted. That's what she's referring to. So we get rid of them before they can say anything.
Like, not wanted as in that you don't want them, or is it not wanted as in they're not wanted by the law?
It's not really the law's fault. It's just, it's a very secluded thing. And when anyone looks slightly suspicious, we go a bit mad. So just gotta get rid of anything before the alarms sound down there.
Is it a narc?
Sure. I guess that fits it.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna rob him. I'm gonna pat him down.
You pat him down, and while he has no gold, you do see that he has a little bit of rations on him, as well as a dagger laced with poison. It doesn't look like it's magical, just like it has been laced with poison. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Nothing sort of identifying him as potentially a narc.
No. Other than, I mean, like, the dagger if you really squint at it, but
You got a thin blue line patch on his shoulder or something?
no. Just an old guy with a poison dagger and a bit of food.
That's right, guys. He's just got a poisoned dagger and a bit of food.
Without saying anything else, Sisu walks into the shack, having to duck down to enter the very small doorway. She pounds her foot to the floor and a little latch opens from the ground. And from this small hole, you hear a woman say, "Worshipping?" Sisu leans down and whispers, "The evil and good." When she backs up from the floor, it opens like a hatch door into a ladder with a tunnel branching off, and a half-elf woman standing at the bottom in a very formal militaristic uniform with the Ironblade crest attached to her outfit. Her arms are folded behind her back. "Miss Ori, Miss Wraith, glad to see you have returned, and with guests as well." Yeah, you can cut that formal shit off. They're the fire starters." The woman inside the hole immediately uncrosses her arms and takes a few steps back. "Sisu, we told you you're not ready for them yet." Wraith sort of looks back at you and looks at this woman and says, "S-A-V-E, the world." You see that woman just like, ugh. Since when did Wraith learn how to spell? Since like 5 minutes ago, but don't worry, Amelia. They're not gonna hurt anyone in the arrow. Sisu looks back at you with a very over-the-top smiled expression. Right?
Nope. Couldn't imagine.
It doesn't really seem like Amelia's impressed.
Jump down the hole. We can use the ladder. She's gonna jump.
"Excuse me, sir. You can't just enter holes without permission."
That's what she said.
That is what I said.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna kind of just wait, just watch this.
I'm gonna just sit back as well. Just
Rock, maybe you should have waited to be invited.
Are they gonna stop me if I keep walking?
Oh, they get in front of you again. "Sir, I do not know your intentions. Can you please go back up? It's for everyone's safety down here."
I made such a good one-liner. Alright, fine. Climb back up the hole.
What a great
or
first
you just
impression.
fly back up.
Well, it's a very small
Thing
space.
is-
It's not very
I was about
difficult. It's kind of difficult to fly.
Nah.
You see Sisu sort of rub her temples as she's sort of just whispering, "God damn it."
It was a good entrance, okay? It worked.
"Entrances mean nothing."
Okay, that's where you're wrong. Entrances are everything, okay?
Sir, your group,
first
what are your
impressions are very
intentions down here?
I don't know, actually. None of us know. We're just along for the ride at this point.
Look, Amelia, they've done some things, but you don't need to worry about that. They're just here to help us. They're pretty strong. Most of them are pretty strong, but the others are kind of smart, I think.
A smart person. They're on vacation. They're somewhere.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
then what are you for? And she's like sort of pointing towards Otto. I just need to, like give a good.
I could just help with like utilities. Like I can points to the other points to Rock and Harlow. Like I can help them turn into shit like dragons, give them utility, fire from afar.
Yeah, utility.
All that fun stuff.
Isn't that great? Don't we all need that?
Yeah, they're funny as well.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's comedy.
I made fun of a lot. You can use me as like a punch line. Please don't actually punch me. I feel like that has to be said.
I like hit Otto in the shoulder. Like not Not lethally. Don't worry. I'm not hurting
I
them.
slug
I'm not
them in
hurting
the jaw.
I was like just like in pain on the floor.
As you guys like just start hitting each other, you see Wraith get into the hole and then whisper something in Amelia's ear. And then she looks up at you and just goes, "Fine, please enter."
I jump right down the hole.
Now you have
Round
permission,
two.
so you have consent now. So.
Geronimo.
Man,
Now you
I,
got
I
it.
said hole, as in it's
Whisper
sort of a
thing.
hole that leads down to a tunnel, so you're not actually jumping that far.
Oh my god.
Alright, guys, I
secret
have consent
tunnel.
to enter the hole.
Hey, it's good. It's a lesson
I'm
y'all
an
need to
old-
learn.
I'm gonna walk down.
I'm gonna, I'll just jump down as well.
So, you see
Quicker.
Wraith take the very back and sees you talk with this Amelia person near the front. And after a bit of travel, you all enter a decently sized circular room with rooms branching off from them. Every once in a while, someone, mainly a woman, will exit one of these rooms, side-eyeing all of you before continuing doing what they were doing. And the more that you travel, the more you just see small little areas, little openings. Just, it's kind of looks like a small city, very similar to the underground, just definitely not as big and vast. And the main difference is that the people down here are also a lot different. There are small shacks built with people selling their items, people practicing magic in some rooms, painting and making music in other rooms, etc. This place looks more lively than you originally thought. Sizu, Wraith, and Amelia start going through different rooms, hoping that you're following, taking false lefts and weird rights, just to keep you up on your toes. And as you travel, you see Amelia turn around as she keeps walking straight and start talking to you. "My name is Amelia Fang. I am the leader of the Arrow."
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
"What are all of your names?"
My name is Otto.
Harlow.
Rock Crusher will do.
"Ah, of course. To learn a bit more, because you probably have not been told much about what the Arrow is. Some call it a rebellious organization, others call it a pathetic excuse of one, but in reality the Arrow is a hidden town where people can be free. These are the people with nowhere else to go. Yes, you can leave Zathrax, but you'll be ridiculed by everyone because you're an Ironblade, so they hide away so they can truly be themselves. The only people that are the more quote-unquote rebellious part of the Arrow are the ones that run the town to keep it safe. That is where we are headed."
Well, this place is pretty amazing.
Guys, I think we're gonna do quite well down here.
Yeah.
But a few ground rules: violence is not tolerated down here unless under very specific circumstances. And, the obvious: don't kill, don't steal, don't vandalize, it's rude.
Alright.
That doesn't seem... yeah, I can get behind most of that, but like the whole sort of no violence thing, it sort of seems kind of just the antithesis of the culture.
Well, it's surely up there with Zathrax, but in the Arrow, people do not want to harm each other. They definitely can't. We're the more weaker bunch.
Okay, so you guys are the underdogs? Is that what, like...
I guess you could say
I
that.
can get behind that even more, actually. I love a good underdog story.
Are you the underdog?
Oh, no, I'm not at all. I'm actually the overdog.
He's the oppressing party.
Yeah, yeah.
And she
But like in a good way.
she
Sometimes.
turns around and keeps walking forward.
I'm doing some like Mr. Universe Arnold Schwarzenegger like bicep poses.
Okay. You're only amusing yourself, but you do you, bud. A few more lefts, turning around in one spot, and a single right later, you reach a wooden door with the arrows, with the words Arrow Headquarters carved above it.
Ooh, conspicuous.
Arrow HQ.
Yes. Amelia enters first and then sees you and waits for the rest of you to enter.
Alright,
I
okay.
bang my head on the door frame.
Yeah.
I enter without banging my head on the door frame because
I
I
literally-
have a brain.
Mount up.
No matter how many times he bangs his head, it's never gonna go away.
Can he get like stupider from doing that enough?
I mean,
No.
hasn't he? Anyways.
I think he got stupid. I think he was stupider whenever he was born, but
More
Rock's just a
stupid.
little special. Stop making fun of him.
Well,
he was just dropped. We know it. It's fine. It's fine. You were
he was
dropped.
really the
Alright.
stupidest person here for using the words more stupider.
Well, you know what?
Are you guys done fighting?
Yes,
Girls, you're both pretty, okay?
I know I'm pretty.
making me blush.
Entering this room, you see a circular room with a massive circular table in the middle and 9 chairs surrounding the table. Before we get to the people, the walls are covered in words in all different languages. Some of the words look to be plans of actions, others look to be pranks from people, others cries for help. You don't know how old some of these notes are, other than the words carved into the walls. There's a massive board with the map of Zathrax from the top view with the red marks in different locations, including the building you entered to reach the arrow, the Capitol building, and the spot that you found the biggest dragon statue. Other than the X's, there are also small pictures next to different cave openings in the walls. Some have pictures of meat, some have a skull, and one particular has a small dragon picture that has been crossed out. There are also racks with different weaponry on them hanging in the walls as well. Now, to get to the people, the members of the Arrow HQ, if you want to call them, are obviously Suzu, Wraith, and Amelia. You can also see a green half-orc man that looks to be on the younger side with barely any clothes on. A man that seems to be the height and size of a Goliath, but missing their signature markings on their face. They're ones on his... Let me try that again. There's also a Kenku wearing some fancy purple clothing, covered in relics as if they are jewels, holding a purple book that says Mortal of God, of Good and Evil on it. There looks to be an indent on its head where there's supposed to be something, but it's not there. And last but not least, there is a cat playing with a piece of yarn on the ground. This cat is mostly white with a brown face, arms, legs, and tail. Amelia looks back at you and says, "The meeting will commence in 30 minutes. Maybe spend that time to get to know the members so this meeting isn't a disaster."
Alright.
Right, just a second, guys. Huddle up.
Mhm,
I'm gonna be honest. These guys look like shit.
That's just
I
rude.
think I think that's considered rude.
Yeah, I know, that's why we're huddling.
Is
I
this
see,
the only
like-
reason why you wanted to huddle? Just call him like.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking, like, we're trying to do like a revolution again. Well, these guys
How-
are trying to do a revolution.
How
and
many
I think we've
revolutions
got-
are we gonna do?
I think maybe 2. I think this revolution though was kind of like, I think, important to like us. But I see like 2 people here that could like, just obviously be useful, but the rest kind of look like they're just sort of here.
Mhm.
Maybe if we
like
talk to
that-
them,
that-
maybe we'll get a better understanding of them.
Yeah, I know, but that cat's just sort of playing with yarn in the corner.
So,
Doesn't scream.
Maybe you
Useful.
can get maybe you can get a Tiamat to talk to him.
yeah, maybe the photo dragons would.
Oh, that's racist.
No, it's not.
Maybe the photo dragons would enjoy hanging out
No,
with
no,
the cat.
no, just because they're a humanoid cat doesn't mean they speak cat.
I mean, Opie can talk to Tiamat like. Rock.
Didn't you ask Opie if, like, her species could talk to the cats?
I'm pretty like. Hasn't she literally talked with Tiamat before? Claire, I
She's
look up to
meowed at
God. I
Tiamat.
look up to God.
I don't think they have.
She has, but I will say, this cat is not a tiefling, it's an actual cat. If you couldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
that.
that's what
figuring
I
it was an
figured.
actual
That's what I
cat.
figured. That's like Rock was treating me like I was a racist. That's what I thought. But then Rock made me think different.
I was like, wait, is this like Tabaxi
It's
that like I just
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
explain?
It's not a
'Cause that'd be-
tabaxi on the ground. It's a cat.
I was about to say like that'd be a little
Okay.
odd.
It's an actual cat.
You
Yeah,
just
like
thought
Mhm.
get Tiamat to go
Tabaxi
talk to
was
them.
just
Get
on the
Tiamat to go.
floor playing
Get
with Yard.
get Tiamat to go. It's like their it's the mascot. It's the mascot.
Dude,
Don't worry.
I can just talk to them.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you can
Don't
talk
worry.
to-
It's the
you can talk to animals.
This is that's the mascot of this place.
Maybe the
Okay.
cat's name's Arrow. That'd be cute.
Oh my
That
god.
that would be cool.
That would be cute.
I want to
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask that really quick and just kind of like look over and be like, what's the cat's name?
Amelia looks over to you and says, "Victor." Most people call him Arrow because the whole thing.
I adore
Okay,
y'all
okay,
already. This is amazing.
okay.
I love this place.
Are you a little fist bump? Well,
This place has gotten 10 times better.
it's suddenly a Viva la Revolution. Let's
Just because of one cat named Arrow, Rock's immediately got to start a revolution.
what can I say? I'm a cat
It
guy.
did not take much convincing. He's like, oh my god, cat named Arrow? Time for revolution.
All right, let's go around. Let's acquaint ourselves with our fellow.
Should we acquaint ourselves all together? Or should we just
Yeah,
split
I
off
feel
and
like-
talk to
I
them?
mean, like,
It
or
was
we could
better,
like divide and conquer if we wanted.
I think together is better. We present a united front. We're a team.
Okay,
Alright.
we can do that.
Alright, Otto, you got this.
Whoa, why?
I agree. Otto, you got this.
I agree,
Wait,
Otto, you got this.
why are you putting the most least intimidating person up front that looks
No,
dead?
no. See, that's the tactic. Is like, see, you're the least intimidating, but see, you have like us stand like behind you, and like look really intimidating from behind you.
I don't.
We're your paid bodyguards.
I don't know if that.
You're a
Whatever.
wealthy merchant from what's the Starlight City called?
Auburn.
You're a wealthy merchant from Auburn, and you're here to do business with the Arrow. We are
What?
your wealthy. We are your bodyguards.
Okay, let's not give him a fake story. We can be honest.
No,
Sorry.
you give them
Sorry.
a fake story. It's how you gauge their reaction towards you.
I really don't want to do that. Let's just talk
Fine,
to them
I'll-
normally.
Fine, I'll
keeps-
do
it
it.
keeps them-
I
keeps
cast
on
disguise
the-
self, and I look like Otto.
No. Arlo's just like
Oh my god,
just
I'm
rubbing
gonna
their
cry.
face like, oh my fucking god.
I'll just like be like, Otto, let's just walk. Let's just see how he does.
I feel like he's gonna like slander my name here. I'm scared.
You'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I'm so frail.
Fuck off. You know what? Go off.
I'm
Go.
so
Go
frail.
try and do your little fun stuff. Go ahead. I want to see how this goes. Fuck soul.
Who's the nearest member to us?
The closest person is probably the half orc and the crow. They're sort of talking to each other. The Kenku.
I will approach and greet them in my Otto form.
Can you please greet them? I want to hear it.
Hi guys.
I'm already wanting to go over there and sock him. Already, the urge.
Hi.
I'm walking over. Fuck that.
I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch this. I wanna see this unfold.
The half orc looks over at you and then sees the other one go by and then sort of like his eyes go wide and he looks over to the Kenku and he says, "Am I on fucking drugs today? Or are there two of them?"
I holler just like, yes, you were on drugs.
Who are you? And I'm not ready for this.
I am 100% here for a southern orc.
I
Hi.
honestly like the idea too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm down
that's
for it.
too.
It's cool as hell.
Hi, hello. Sorry, but my name is Otto. It's nice
Oh
to.
my! Oh, this is just,
You two see each other, right?
Sorry, say that again. My friend looking over at a rock, was interrupting.
You
Powering.
two see each other, right? I'm not the only
I'm
one.
fully aware. Yes.
Make it stop.
Friend here is pushing his luck.
Yeah, this shit's boring. I'll drop the phone.
Thank you.
You turn into this big dragon. He goes, "Whoa, dude!"
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little joke, little jokey poo.
Ha! that was funny. That was a funny one, huh?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Didn't Rock like hit his head on the way in here? How did he not
Yeah,
like notice that? How
He's
did
not
he
that.
notice-
It's a you'll figure it out.
Okay.
But what's your name?
I'm Kylo,
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Kylo.
and this is Castor.
I loved you in the new Star Wars films.
Star Wars. The stars can't fight each other.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are too old for this. You kids are gonna love it though.
He says some very weird things.
He has weird dreams.
It's the
I
gift
go
of- it's-
I go over and join. I'll stop watching. I'll stop being
The
a weirdo.
Gift of prophecy.
The prophecy. You guys are talking a bunch of nonsense to me.
He has just these really weird dreams.
It's not good prophecy though. It's kind of just like abstract prophecy.
Oh, are you
just
taking the
ignore
shrooms
him.
too? Hmm.
I don't want to say it, but they look really appetizing.
You always gotta try them. You know, Nancy has the best shrooms in this entire place. You really gotta try them out.
Oh, for real?
Oh, I'm being dead ass.
Something tells me we're gonna be the
You're gonna start
best
thinking that your mom is gonna die. Mm-hmm. One time?
So I don't have a mom.
Well, you're gonna start
your
thinking that your
dad's
mom's
gonna die.
alive. Mm-hmm.
Harlow like looks up to the sky in thought for a minute, thinking about.
Don't worry,
thinking-
I'll get you hooked up, son. Don't worry. We'll get you seeing your mom again.
How
As I think he might have a good idea.
you seem very nice. That's very kind.
Of course, we're generous down here. Unlike, those
Who's your
jackasses up there.
little COVID friend?
Just
This is Castor. He
Is that
technically
like a
can't.
pun? Is he a
Well, I mean,
caster?
kinda. He can cast stuff, and he's like the, vessel or whatever. So it's kind of important, kind of more important than Amelia. But don't tell her I said that, because she'll get really angry at me.
a vessel.
She does seem like the kind that gets really angry.
Very, but yeah, whenever we need to talk to the god, he's the one that they always go to, but he doesn't have his gem because, kind of stole it from him, the guards. But you win some, you lose some.
You want to give us a little 411 on that? Gem guards. We're new.
Oh, I can definitely see that. Well, a few days ago, Castor went up to go speak with this guy. Or was he trying to... It was either speak with this guy or go and, peck the shit out of something in the caves. Very different things. Don't worry about it. It's one of the two. Then they came back and all of a sudden their gemstone was gone. So we had to, do this whole, voodoo magic witchcraft shit to try and figure out what actually happened. And we found out that guards ambushed him and took his gem. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by his gem? What's his gem do?
You see this? Is he sort of holds onto the Kenku's head and sort of looks around and it points at the empty hole on his forehead. That little spot right there used to have a gemstone in it. It's sort of like the thing that helps us communicate with up there. Mm-hmm.
We're a little telepathic being.
Yeah, with our gods. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like you mean like up there, up there?
Of course, how else are we supposed to run an entire organization? We're frail, we're weak. Well, I'm not, but they are, so.
Yeah, I can see that. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to know. Hello, Otto, you got any questions for the nice man?
Not that I can think of the
No.
top of my head. Maybe just one. Like, how often are you talking to the gods? Like, what's the communication like?
Well, it can strain between a few months to like a few minutes. It's sort of whenever he wants to communicate with us, but again, we haven't really talked to him in 3 days because we don't have the goddamn gemstone.
Oh, you need okay, so you need
Which one
that
in
gemstone.
particular? Because you said him. You said him. Is there anyone in particular? Because there are multiple.
Well, it's only one god, but
Whoa, Otto, blasphemy, not cool.
I did. Whatever. I don't know why I trust.
Yeah.
Can't
Where
think of
can
any
we
other.
find that gem that was in your head?
don't really know. If anything, it's
Not
somewhere in
helpful.
the capital. That's the only place the guards would take it. They wouldn't just throw it away or like bury it underground.
Okay, so you like need this gem?
To communicate. It's our only line of information right now.
So it's extremely important for the sounds of it.
Yeah, it's extremely important.
Unless you
Good
guys want to
news.
start getting our information.
No, I feel like the gem is probably easier.
Yeah, I think it's easier communication. Actually, I think I only have one way, but I don't want to use that.
Oh, there is the matter of our rate. We could get the gem for you, but it ain't cheap.
I don't think we should be trying to price people right now.
Listen, buddy,
I-
if you want to make any of that stuff, you gotta talk to the leader, because I technically can't make any of those big decisions without her input.
Oh, okay, we'll speak to her. Okay.
Is it? Well,
Maybe
I'm assuming
just mention it when we have that little meeting in a while. You know, get everyone's input.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
I suppose we could mention it then.
It was nice talking to you guys. You guys seem really cool.
Sure. Hey, and if you ever need those shrooms, my man, as he likes looking over towards you, Harlow, just let me know. I got him.
I'll think about
I
it.
thought I did weird stuff as a kid.
I think that could be a pretty fun evening, you know?
I mean, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm thinking. You
after
know,
this-
like maybe
okay.
like
How about after this meeting, all of us kind of go have some fun? How does that sound?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's all
I
work,
don't
no
know. I
pay,
don't know.
huh?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about doing that in a place like this. Like like
Yeah, that's true.
We can think about it for later. But who should we go speak to next?
preferably someone that can speak. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you don't want to go talk to Arrow?
Oh no,
Or Victor?
no.
I send like one of the pseudo dragons to go play with Arrow.
You know, I could also talk.
It does not
to
seem
Arrow
like
as well.
Arrow's having a great time with the pseudo-dragon.
Damn.
I'll like put my hand into the sort of pocket dimension in the back of my cloak, sort of coax Tiamat out, and point down to Arrow, see how she reacts.
She seems kind of intrigued because there's another cat. She hasn't seen one of those in a while.
When was the last time she's been out of her dimension?
She been napping.
She'd be sleeping.
I mean, cats do sleep for like 20 hours a day, so.
They sleep
Oh,
for
true.
18, I believe.
I will hold Tiamat in the sort of position that I do in my profile.
Okay.
All right.
and I will walk towards Arrow.
It seems
People
like
are just
Arrow's trying to fight off the pseudo dragon. He's like
probably
hissing and growling and starting to swat at the pseudo dragon.
I'm probably gonna call the dragon back after like the second I hear like hissing. Nope.
I'll hiss some shit in Draconic and tell it to fuck off.
You realize there's a
Very
pseudo dragon
helpful.
on you at like all time, which is really sad. It's like now there's one that's on you that's whimpering, thinking you're it.
Hey, you know, you don't bite the hand that feeds. If a good dog bites you, you still give it a slap.
Pseudo dragon didn't do anything.
Great analogy.
There's a pseudo dragon on your shoulder, and then there's another one getting
Too many,
its ass beat, apparently.
too many goddamn pseudo dragons.
There are only 2 pseudo dragons out.
What's
One's
happening
purple,
to this?
one's red.
What's happening
What's
to this
happening to
country?
this country? My God, I need my goddamn pseudo dragons out of my goddamn country.
We can
Getting a
technically get
bit
2 more
political
out.
here, aren't we?
Yeah.
You're in Hulta. Speak goddamn common.
And I'll get that fucking Elvish out of here.
You speak common, not that goddamn Draconic.
Anyways.
Yeah. How does sort of me hovering Tiamat in front of Arrow go?
Arrow looks up and sort of meows at Tiamat, and sort of runs out of sight for a little bit, but then sort of sprints back with the ball of yarn in its mouth, and it places it on the ground.
Oh, how sweet.
I mean, I can speak animals. I'd be like, is Arrow a male or a female cat?
He is a male cat.
Ooh.
That's why the name is Arrow.
Well, his name is Victor, but they call him Arrow.
Yeah, it's true.
Vector.
Hey, dude, you gonna be friends with my cat?
He's kind of shocked just because you're talking to him, or like meowing at him, and he can understand it. Still don't really know how that works, but we can say that
No,
you're
it
just
does.
you're meowing at him.
Meow, 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 meow.
And he just like nods his head and goes, "Oh, of course."
Oh, okay. You know,
I was
now that
expecting that.
now that I hear your voice, I think maybe it's a bad idea.
What
Well,
the
you
fuck
can't
else am
really
I supposed to
stop it.
sound like?
You
Oh,
can't-
of course.
You can't really
Yeah,
stop
like
it,
that.
to be fair, though, Rock. Rock, the thing is, you can't.
Fine,
like,
let me try
stop
that again.
yourself from hearing
Oh, he says, "I'd love to."
Okay, that sounds like a normal voice. This cat
I'm just
sounds
not
cool.
making a point.
I know.
Thanks.
Hey, Tiamat, you want to hang out with his cat?
Tiamat responds with, "Sure,
That sounds like
it'd be
Tiamat.
fun."
That's
Sure, it'd be fun. Sure, it'd be fun. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Like,
Okay,
Do
all of them at
Here
once.
you
all of them
go.
at once.
Tiamat, you set Tiamat on the ground, and you see Victor pick up the ball of yarn and sort of run away, and Tiamat chases. So
Actually, before I put it down, I give the important, like, sort of father-daughter talk about using protection.
okay, it's a great idea.
No one understands Rock.
I do not want to be a grandfather just yet. Okay.
I don't
know how I feel about this.
I don't know how I
Well,
feel about
Tiamat
this
does
either.
not understand what you mean by protection. She keeps just nodding her head to everything that you're saying to her.
I take that as an understanding. Go. Have fun. Be with your own kind.
Sometimes the way you say some things is... But anyways, so they run off together. Run off into the sunset, as in just behind the table where you can't see them.
Right after the sunset, goddammit, not my daughter.
No, it's my
What do I
Son of a
imagine?
bitch, Victor, he's a charlatan.
Why do I imagine Rock having to talk with Arrow, being like, "Look, ain't no funny business with my daughter."
Invite him over, put my axe on the table in front of him.
It's worse because it's like they run behind. It's like, hey, stay in view. Stay.
You keep that
Just
goddamn
cute.
cat flap unlocked.
These are cats we're talking about.
You just
That's my
hear
daughter
Rock
you're talking
meowing.
about.
Everyone's turning, just looking at Rock, who's just aggressively meowing at them as they're behind the table.
He's fine, I'm sure.
I'm dead. Okay, I'm cool. This is cool.
Alright, the next people we spoke to, who are the closest to us besides these two?
It seems Amelia and that Goliath are talking.
Harlow off with the Goliath next.
Yeah, this is your kind of speed, dude.
Well, sure.
I'm gonna go pee in this corner.
Okay.
Oh man, you go pee in the corners a lot. I don't know
He's like
why.
sitting in the
Start
cat
making
lair.
a counter.
Yeah, I go piss in the cat litter.
All
Back
right.
in a
You
second.
know what? I got this. I grab Otto though and pull them with
Whoa.
me to go talk with these people because I'm not
I
doing
did
it
not
by
need to be
myself.
grabbed. I could have just been. I could walk. Please don't drag me.
Proceeds to drag.
I like being grabbed by the horn, just being dragged on the.
So
I'm just grabbing you by the collar. It's fine.
you two, only one of you really willing, walk up to them as they're talking, and they see that you're walking towards them, and they sort of stop talking and look over towards you as you're walking
just,
closer.
I place Otto facing them once we get close enough. You're just like, hi.
Hello.
You see the Goliath sort of get kind of scared and then look over towards Amelia, very slowly, whipping his head over towards her. And she just nods at him and then just shoos him off, just go, But then he turns back around and says, hi.
What's your name?
Eggkin.
Etkin. Well, it's a nice name. I'm Otto.
Harlow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of put out my hand to kind of see if he'll shake it.
He looks at it and says, and just fiercely just shakes his head. No shakes, please.
Okay, that's fine. You want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Amelia sort of looks over at his failure at doing social interaction and just says, I'm sorry about him. His family has been cursed by Wolfsbane, so he's kind of a bit, traumatized. And Eggkin just goes, Amelia, you can't say that to new people. It's just, sorry, I had to get it out of the way.
Oh, that's okay. I understand.
I just, yeah.
Do you need a moment? It's okay.
No, he's fine. He just is not used to this, but you've learned so much, haven't you? You can do it, can't you, Eggkin? And he just, very slowly at first, but then, getting quicker, just nods his head yes. And he holds out his hand and kind of is, bracing for impact a little bit.
I'm gonna shake his hand and not use a lot of pressure. Just a very light handshake.
You see, he sort of, freezes up for a second, but then he, opens one eye, seeing that nothing happened, and then he slowly just shakes your hand and gives, a little sigh of relief.
It's very nice to meet you. So tell me, what do you guys do around here? Do you have an important job?
I'm sort of in charge of the domestic stuff down here, making sure that people aren't being mean, aren't committing crimes. Yeah, I understand it's not something that, like, a Goliath does, but I really don't have a choice anymore since, like, that whole thing that Amelia talked about that I didn't want to, but, you know.
Okay, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hmm. Well, you're doing a good thing,
I try.
and from what I'm seeing, you're doing a good job.
Other than that massive piece of art getting vandalized, but we can look past that part. I'm sorry, I was sleeping when it happened. I'm fixing the mess, though. And she's like, yes, of course you are. And sort of rolling her eyes a little bit.
Have just out of curiosity, how long have you guys been working down here?
Edkin starts saying something, but then Amelia interrupts by saying, well, the Arrow has been an organization since almost the beginning of time. Since the first Empress went missing, they became a detective group, but then when that detective thing sort of died down after it wasn't solved, they just sort of became an underground civilization for people that don't want to deal with those circumstances up there.
Mm-hmm. Were you going to say something else, or has what she said basically everything you were going to say?
That's really it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So this is just kind of a generational thing, I'm assuming?
Yes, but
Or
thankfully it's not by bloodline as the leaders. It's sort of whoever is up to the task and shows their loyalty and shows their determination gets to be up in this table.
oh, well, that's good. Uh, how did you guys show like your dedication to get to the table? Out of curiosity.
Well, me being sort of the spy on the inside for them, I gave them the information that they did not have before, and they thought that I was loyal enough to keep at the top. People liked me, so they put me here.
Oh, well, that's nice. Carlo, do you have any questions? Do you want to talk to them?
Not really.
Hey guys, what I miss?
We're talking to the Goliath.
I can see that you're talking to the Goliath. What have you been talking to the Goliath about?
Uh, how they ended up here, how they choose, stays up here, what made them be the choices that made them stay up on the table.
You're like, you mean sort of bullet pointed version?
Basically, we just asked them how long this has been going on.
I mean, like the responses.
Basically, he was chosen because people liked him. She was chosen because she was an inside spy, and they trusted her enough.
Oh, okay. What's her face? Leader person. Spy.
Amelia.
Mhm.
The
Oh,
leader
right back.
elf.
Mm-hmm.
She's a spy.
Yes, I am. I work
That's
in the
cool.
capital.
How long for? I mean, I know like you elves guys sort of live for a while.
Well, I've lived in there for a while, but I've been working there for about, I think, 75 years. But as soon as, your situation happened and Wolfsbane took over, I no longer wish to be heavily contained in that Capitol building anymore.
So like, you like remember me?
Who doesn't remember you, sir?
See that guy? She called me sir.
Don't
Because
push her
I am
up.
No, so
professional.
don't let it tickle you.
Yeah, maybe guys, maybe you should be more professional, huh?
No, I don't think I should.
Yeah, maybe you should, but the rest of the guys should be.
You're barely professional yourself.
I don't need to be.
It's
part of my.
very hypocritical.
I have station.
He's the
Okay.
upper dog. Don't you remember?
Exactly.
Well, this upper dog's about to be leashed.
Kinky.
Great
Never again.
rebuttal.
What's kinky? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
you're too young to know about it. Maybe when you're older.
I actually don't even want to think about the fact of wondering if Harlow knows what the word kinky
we
means.
can get past that part for now.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
not a
Let's
time.
move on. Yeah, let's move on.
Not a time.
It is the time
Rob,
and place.
do you have any questions for them?
If to I forgot her name already.
Amelia.
Amelia. If you were going to lead some sort of hypothetical insurgent into the capital to potentially hypothetically overthrow the leadership of the Ironblades and instate a hypothetical leader, how would you do it? Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course.
Hypothetically.
A lot of hypotheticals.
Well, it'd
Well,
probably be
yeah,
best to start with the guards. There's so many of them scattered around, and they're very loyal to him, so if you get them loyal to you, then there's really nothing he could do unless he has some sort of godlike powers to overcome, like, 1,000 soldiers.
You can't, like, buy them off. You gotta do it through some kind of, like, feat of strength. Or is it
Money
gonna
does
be-
not really do anything in Zathrax. It only really works down here.
Yeah, that's fair. So to win them over, how hypothetically would one do that?
Well, I can't really think of a way. I mean, you could talk to the military commander if you really wished, but I don't know if you'd want
cool.
to do that.
You know, a coup d'etat. I'm quite partial to that.
Or-
The French are that kind of thing.
There's a history of guards starting a coup, sort of a uprising for their harsh conditions of having to stand in a hallway hoping that no one comes in for 8 hours on end. But they've decided that's life, so I don't know how much you're going to change the brainwashing they've already experienced, but you can certainly try.
Okay. Anything else? Is that okay? Well,
It's a good starting point.
yeah, it's a pretty good starting point. Cheers. So we're thinking dealing with the guards is probably the best way to sort of hypothetically take over the capital.
She sort of looks you up and down, and then she says,
Considering our sort of numbers.
yes, it would be.
If we were to do that, do you have, like, if we were to think about this and say we were, do we have a general idea on who we'd want to be for next leader? Any recommendations you may have?
Not really, no.
Sort of hold my arms out and kind of just point at myself.
No.
I do not know you,
Yeah,
sir.
you-
I cannot do any. I cannot say anything without knowing more about you.
I will
You
just
know,
say
well,
that
it's kind of tough because it's, you know, it's kind of like my deal. You know.
I will state that most of our team does not think he is suitable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks for you guys.
That is
though,
not
doesn't
really
it?
my concern. I mean, from everyone in here, I mean, she sort of looks over towards Sisu. It's like, she has some connection with this world. I mean, she's not the most powerful, but she does have some sort of insight, some things that won't even tell me, so...
I mean,
I definitely wouldn't choose myself. Don't know if I'd choose you, but I definitely don't think I'd choose Wraith. Kylie would just get high, and she sort of looks over towards Eggkin. Yes, so, you know, Caesar's the best option out of all of you. Unless, I guess, you have something good to offer, sir?
I'm blade through and through, and you know, my dad kind of did this thing, so he was before me. Well, before Wolfsbane, and so it's a family business.
I mean, your family was in charge of the original, plot to take over the world, but I guess it does run in the bloodline.
Yeah, that's true. But my like sort of great granddad, he was a bit of a, he was eccentric.
If I can give you one piece of advice, not many people care about bloodlines anymore, since, the last longest bloodline for this entire tribe has been severed off by someone like Wolvesbane, so I don't think you could just use the fact that it's in your blood as a reason. You'll have to find something else.
It's a good sort of stepping stone, but I've got my own qualities that sort of appeal to the tribe.
Like what?
I don't know, shit, where do you want to begin? Kill the dragon. Well, we killed the dragon, that was pretty cool.
Died during it.
Nearly died, but didn't though. Well, it helps, that of the fact I was sort of up front the whole time, kind of taking most of the sort of from the dragon. Well,
Instead of saying that, just say you were the leader that was in charge of killing a dragon, and it was a successful mission. Make it short and sweet. They don't need all the details.
It was a team effort, but, if I need to say I was the leader, I wouldn't shy away from the position.
Virtue would argue with you if you had said that while they were here.
Virtue spent all the time hiding behind a rock. I do appreciate the healing. However, no, there's no however. I appreciate the healing. It was pretty good. That shit was sweet.
Still think that the idea of it I don't think you should really say leader.
Okay, that's cool, small child.
Every time I say something you don't like to hear, just call me a kid.
I mean, he's not exactly wrong.
I am not that short. I am the average size of a satyr.
I mean, you're pretty short.
Our species is smaller than y'all.
Just gonna go look at Harlow and be like, I don't know what they're talking about. What is this small child doing here? Where is the sassy child's parents?
What is sussy?
You guys seem like you enjoy each other's company a lot.
Yeah, we also kind of killed their parents.
Ah,
I hate
great
it
origin story.
It was pretty cool. I kind of threw their head into a crowd and everyone sort of cheered like maniacs. It was incredible.
Talking
Honestly,
about my
Use that story. You're riling the people together. A leader quality.
Hey, give me 2 weeks and I'm gonna have these people in the palm of my fucking hand.
Let's not.
You guys don't know what I'm talking about.
I think this is. I wish Virtue was here.
I also wish Virtue was here. I'm sure they would have some sort of quippy remark to add.
Probably telling you the fact of we
some
don't want
quippy
you as
remark,
a
and then
leader.
They might say that.
And
However,
then you guys would argue for 50 minutes, and then
yeah, that would be cool.
How many more minutes until then?
You know what they say, you don't know what you've got until it's gone.
Okay.
I miss them. I hope they're in a better place.
But they're not dead.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah.
They just went off to go do something.
Oh my god, that's so much better. I thought they died or something.
When did you think that they died?
Well, they were there when I woke up. I assume they just sort of died and disintegrated.
I'm pretty sure we said out loud that Virtue went to go do something.
So
elves are so old. I assume that when they die, they sort of turn to ash.
So if you went to sleep and all of us just left, you would just assume that we died.
Well, and I mean, not Otto, because I assume when they die, they sort of burst into sort of giblets.
What?
You guys keep bickering. I'll be right back.
Like a deer being hit by a Ford F-150.
What's a Ford F-150?
I have no idea, but I feel like that's how you would die.
That's just rude. I think.
And Harlow, you'd probably just be stabbed. You'd just be like a regular body because you're cool. You'd be like just a regular, like a corpse.
Wow.
But
I
anyway,
feel
don't think-
like you would just die in
I
don't know.
wouldn't die. That's where you're wrong.
Also, what's happening in 2 weeks? You're saying how everyone's going to be at the palm of your hands in 2 weeks?
Nothing special, you know.
Yeah, what's happening in 2 weeks?
My
Rock,
period.
aren't you male?
Well, first of all, that's an awful assumption to make.
What's a period?
You know what that is, dude. Don't play coy with me. I know you got that fucking soul bond with OP.
I did not need to
You-
hear that. My
you
ears.
feel it.
I could have lived my whole life while never hearing that, and I would have been fine. No, you just had to come along and ruin it.
But
Hollow gets period pains.
What?
No,
you missed what Rock said.
Okay,
Hollow is soul bonded
no,
with OP.
no,
Therefore,
no.
it is canon that Hollow gets period pains.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
don't think that's true. And no, Otto
Are
said.
you sure you want to be talking that much with all those cramps you're feeling in your uterus?
Otto literally said, Rock, what's happening in 2 weeks? You said you're gonna have everyone in the palm of your hands. Like,
Said
oh my
nothing.
god, this led so far downhill, like, just so quickly.
Yeah, well, it's because nothing's happening in 2 weeks.
Well, you're
I don't
really bad at
believe-
hiding it.
No, and then Rock said his period, and then. And then Rock literally made like the most disgusting comment I've ever heard about saying how they got it on. Well, you know, like some weird shit. He's being a freak over there.
What?
You know, you can keep that conversation to yourselves.
I said nothing freaky. All I said is that now Harlow would understand about my period pains because he also experiences OP's period pains.
I don't think he does. I hope that he doesn't.
They're soul bonded.
So,
They
he
don't
doesn't.
feel each other's pain. That'd be really unfortunate.
Does he have a strong empathy towards
You know what
individuals?
actually-
He
Oh,
doesn't
wait,
grow a
no,
uterus
hold
by
on.
being soul bonded.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine if Rock's assumption was right, and like, let's say like Opie and Harlow did have kids. Imagine how terrible that would be. That would suck so bad.
If
Oh,
they
oh.
felt each other's pain, Opie would be fucking having a seizure right now because Arlo fought a dragon.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That'd be awful. I would never do that to her. Just, you know, being God. I'm not that mean.
Thanks, God.
I
Of
mean, like,
course.
it's debatably scarier because, like, if Harlow starts getting hurt and like that was the case, then that would mean like she would like have like a warning if she was like about to die. But see, like if Harlow dies, she just dies with no warning.
Yeah. Hopefully we never have to deal with that.
Yeah,
Drops
hopefully
dead
you don't.
during her shift at
Hopefully you
Applebee's.
don't murder Harlow. I really want Harlow to have a happy ending.
Never.
Anyways.
End of this campaign, I'm just gonna kill you.
We'll see how that goes.
It was a joke.
Do you have any more questions for Amelia and Edkin?
I don't know. Do we, guys?
Nope. I
No, I
don't
don't think I do.
Okay, we're Gucci.
Okay. Amelia looks.
Does anyone come to clean up the cat litter in the corner?
I'm not going to
Damn
answer
it.
that question. Amelia looks at you three and says, "Are you ready to begin the meeting?"
Oh, there's like a meeting. Okay, cool. I'll take a second to like thaumaturgy and prestidigitation. Everyone make us all look clean, smell nice. Make us look our best. I'll sort of
Gotta make a good first impression.
prestidigitation some hair gel into Harlow.
No, you're not putting hair
Make him
gel
look
in my hair.
Italian.
No, no.
Don't you have dreads? Am I?
Harlow
Jamaican.
does not
You
have
look
dreads.
Italian Jamaican.
He
No.
doesn't?
No, I
No.
don't have dreads. Are you crazy? Are you thinking of Keith having dreads?
No. I swear in your picture, it's whatever. Okay, maybe I'm
Arlo's never
Okay,
had
well, cool.
dreads.
Maybe
Now you
I'm
look like
tweaking.
an alien.
What the fuck does your hair look? Whatever. No, you know what? Let's not go down that path. I'll figure it out later.
It's slicked back.
No.
It
No.
is now.
No.
Rock Crusher, you have to learn about consent. You had to get consent to get into the hole. You need consent to put hair gel in your friend's hair.
Not with magic, I don't.
I think I want to kill him.
We all look good. We all look good and we smell nice.
Wonderful.
Like vanilla.
Amelia stands up and just says, "Attention, the meeting is about to commence. Please come to your seats." And you see
Okay, whatever.
I think we should go to our seats.
Where are our
Yeah.
seats?
I don't know. Is there name
there's
tags? or
there's
something?
no
Do we
name
s-
tags. There's just
Whatever's
chairs.
available.
Okay.
I'll sit wherever's available.
Is there like I'm gonna sit at the head of the table.
Rock could be even ballsier
Rock
if he just
Crusher.
sat like in front of everyone. In front.
Amelia's at it. First of all, it's a circular table, but second of all,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Amelia
Sit in the middle of the table.
is
sit in
at
the middle
the
of the table.
quote unquote head, and Sizu is at the other quote unquote head. So
Rock, you should sit in the middle of the table.
Okay. I'll sit next to Caesar.
okay, thank God you guys can at least sit in a chair normally.
Oh my god.
How comfortable is the chair?
It's a wooden chair, but it's like pretty. It's a pretty nice wooden chair.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But everyone takes their seat, and Amelia says, "Oh, do you have something to say?"
No, I was just saying yep.
Okay. Amelia says, "Welcome to this meeting. As you can obviously see, we have a few guests, which I hope all of you have met at this point. They are the fire starters, and they have been brought by Sizu to help us. So, everyone welcome the fire starters."
A part of the fire starters, one of our sort of members, is running errands.
Welcome most of the fire starters. Now, with that out of the way, we have a bit of time before Wolfsbane starts being an idiot again, but we can't really do anything without his gem. So, we only have two options. Either we try and get it back, or we try and make up another communications team. Caesar says, "The last time we had a communications team, they all got ambushed and killed before, actually, they were used as ransom, and then they were killed after we gave off some of our information. So definitely not a team." "Well, I don't exactly know what else you want, because we can't have anyone trying to infiltrate the Capitol building to try and get the gem. It's literally almost a death wish for most of you but me."
I don't know much about the security of the Capitol building. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know much about the security of the Capitol building. So if someone could enlighten me a little bit more about the security around there, and then I can sort of formulate a plan a little bit further than that.
Kylo starts talking. You have no idea if it's the correct information, because it doesn't really look like he's been out in a while. But he says, "Well, there's a lot of guards around the outskirts. There are about, I think, 8 guards in the front, 4 guards in the back. There's a bunch of guards on the walls with cannons and shit like that. But once you've gotten in, there are more guards patrolling the hallways. There's some guards in the yard in between the Capitol building and the wall. And yeah, just more guards."
Okay, do we know where the gem is kept?
Everyone sort of looks at each other and then kind of just shrugs.
General
Helpful.
idea.
Is it
Nothing.
on his person? Is it like? Is there a vault? Is there
Definitely not on someone's person.
on Wolfsbane person? Does he not keep it
No.
on himself?
I don't
So
know if
maybe
he
in a
knows the
room.
importance of the gem. They just saw something shiny, most likely, and took it because, Kenkus aren't very known for being defensive.
Yeah, that's a good point. Speaking of, where is what's his face?
Breaker?
Yeah, Break. Yeah, I remembered the name. My squire.
He's around. He's hanging out with Nepper,
Oh.
don't worry.
That's cool. Okay, Break is just vibing.
Breaker is doing what Breaker does. I
Chilling.
mean, he should have joined us to fight the dragon.
Damn.
If he would have got the final blow. I'm telling you right now. Alright. So we don't know where exactly the gem is kept.
It's most likely in a vault, but there's so many in that building, I can't really tell them apart.
Do we have anyone on the inside?
Amelia points towards herself.
And you have any idea which vault it might be in?
Well, there are only two that it really could be. There's either the vault that's in the inspector's branch or the vault that is in the communications branch of the building.
And which do you think is more likely?
Well, the inspectors do look at all those items, but probably the inspector's branch.
Okay. And how difficult would you say it would be to get to there, coming through the front door? It's underground, I assume.
Some of it is. If you have a good disguise and can blend in very well, they're not very used to magic. So if you just can play the part correctly, then you can pretty much walk around scot-free.
Okay. And the vault itself, how is it just guarded? Is it locked? Is there
The vaults
is
are
it
locked.
mechanisms?
I have been trying my best to practice the combinations for each vault, but let's just see how good my memory lasts, I guess.
Well, if our other party member was here, I feel like they would be sort of pretty good at dealing with something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's arguably one of their fortes.
You really only got two people here that can try to play the part.
So from the way I see it, we have two options. There is the stealth, or there is shock and awe. Stealthy option is where a small group of people with ability to disguise himself magically.
What about a disguise kit? I know how to use
but
those.
it would have to be a pretty fucking good disguise, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if I remember
Okay.
right, I actually think
Do
I
we
can
want?
We're not
use
ruling
those.
it out, but it's not as good.
It's something like something they can probably have an easier time looking past, since they're not used to magic.
We lead a sort of small team of disguised individuals down to the vault, capture it, and we get out quiet, no one notices. Or myself leads a shock team, and we go in there, we go hard, we go fast, and we just storm the vault, take it, and we leave before the guards have time to respond.
What about a diversion? They already had problems with one dragon. I'm sure they'd be horrified of another.
That's a good idea, actually.
I don't know if you realize this, but dragons aren't very common around here.
Wouldn't that make the surprise even better?
One, baby.
Can you make a dragon?
Yes. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
they
I can.
They did that like a couple of hours ago.
I
It's
just
pretty
need
fucking
a
cool.
willing participant.
Carlo was a pretty willing participant. He looked pretty cool.
He looked pretty
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
need someone to play the part and just don't get too fucked up.
okay, a distraction's not a bad idea for the second option. The first option, I feel like no distractions better. Just quiet,
Yeah, for sure.
clean, surgical. If we go the second option of hard and fast, then a distraction would be better. Prior, we draw the guards away, gives us less to deal with, less casualties.
I feel
Everyone's
like
happier.
the second plan will be if something goes wrong and we need a quick out. I feel like sending in a quote unquote dragon will be a good idea.
Okay, maybe we make two teams.
Mhm.
First one's quiet, clean. They go in. We give them the ability, or we send someone in with the ability to sound an alarm.
Mhm.
To us, obviously, not the actual alarm. If things go wrong, they tell us. Dragon appears, distracts the guards. Shock team goes in. We carve our way through guards, make it to the vault, blow our way in, take the gem, leave.
That
Leave no
sounds good.
witnesses.
If we decide to do the two teams, I think I'll have pseudo dragons with each team. Communication will be a lot faster.
It's a good idea.
I mean, oof, I guess it's a good idea, but do you not realize that if we do this shock entrance and take something and then leave, they're going to be putting this entire city on lockdown. And it's not really that easy to leave. I'm pretty sure they'd probably kill everyone in the city to find out who did it.
That's why it's the second plan.
The shock team's more in case things don't go too well with the stealth team.
And I guess you
And
don't fuck up.
Shock team, I think the primary objective would be to get the stealth team out. Carve a path through the guards, make a safe corridor for the stealth team to leave, before, if we have time, move on to a secondary objective, which would be to acquire the gem. This needs to be surgical operation. This is military precision.
So we need to make 100% sure who's going what team and make sure everyone understands their role.
Exactly. We need communication. We need a chain of command.
I can
We
easily
need to
get
know-
inside, so I will take the first team.
Okay, good.
Is there any weaknesses we should know about so we don't put someone on the wrong team?
Well, no offense, but from what I've seen from childhood, still to this day, Rock Crusher, you're not that good at blending in. You'll do something for a witty quip and then all of a sudden, oh no, we're at war.
That is true, but I do have certain abilities which allow me to blend in. However, they are only sort of visual, not physical abilities. I can make myself look like someone else.
If something touches him, then his
But
physical.
if something touches me, then it's sort of very obvious that I'm not.
I mean, it's not really the looking like that's the problem. It's whenever you open your mouth, you're saying something that doesn't fit the person that you're trying to be.
Which is why I
What?
think it's probably better I be on standby as the shock team.
I think Rock being on shock team probably a good idea. Who else can be on stealth?
How good are you with that disguise kit, Harlow?
I mean, I'm proficient in it.
I'm sure one of us could help you apply it, maybe.
Well, I mean, I know quite a bit about it. I mean, and then I also have thieves' tools, so and I know how to use those. So I mean, if we,
Well,
I could.
I think Virtue's also pretty good with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if we're gonna go do this though, then and like Virtue's not here.
Yeah, I know, but like today,
I don't know.
If we're doing it today,
What are we
no.
doing?
I don't think
okay,
we're
if we're
gonna.
gonna do it today, then yeah, you're probably our best bet. Then if you're proficient in fuse tools,
I think this isn't a mission that we can just do today. This is kind of obvious.
I
Like,
think we need prep. We need equipment. We need
stealth
people.
team, stealth team, depending on who's going with her, need to learn, like, what to say, like, general rules, like, needs to know how to act.
I need to position people. Position in
Hmm.
shitty locations. If we do go for the shock, I need to sort of decide whether we're going, like, if we're going to kill or sort of
Another thing that
neutralize.
could potentially be good that I could do if, the situation allows for it is being able to use control person. I can do that once like every 7 days.
That could
So
be very useful.
I
being
can
able to
charm people.
control a
So
certain person though,
How
like
long does
if
that?
uh Harlow, let me check how long control person lasts.
charming is also something that I can do.
Maybe we don't even need to set foot inside the building.
I don't charm often, so it'd be very interesting to use it.
That being
Claire,
said,
did you label exactly what level it was? Let me see.
Oh, I
What'd
don't
you say,
think
Rob?
I would have.
I have got some pretty good stealth abilities that can, in fact,
You
cast.
didn't label exactly what level it
Mhm.
was. It just you put the
Like,
DC down, but you didn't put down
What's
what
the DC?
17.
I can, in
I
fact,
can make
cast pass without a
my.
trace, which makes our stealth chance a lot higher if we were trying to sneak in.
I can do that too. So
I can do it without a
good
stealth.
for both.
I mean, like I'm already pretty good at
And
sneaking without
yeah,
spells
yeah,
too.
same actually. Weirdly enough,
I mean,
I have I'm proficient, and I have a +6 to it.
You have a +6 only like to stealth.
Yeah,
I have
and
a +9.
it's a whiz stat apparently as well.
if
Wait, to
anything,
stealth?
I also
Oh no,
have.
look, so I have a +5 to stealth.
Harlow, I
Oh,
say you can do it for 10 minutes.
okay. 10 minutes is still pretty good.
I mean,
Well,
you
a
can only do it
+5.
once every 7 days, so I should make it at least a little bit
Yeah.
useful.
Still, a +5 to stealth isn't something to scoff at. It's still pretty good. And with a pass without a trace, that's a minimum of 15 stealth.
I have a minimum, like whenever I get past without trace, I get a minimum of 19.
I used to walk up to leader and slice throat without being seen.
That. Thank you. That's very cool. Do you want to go and walk up to leader now and slice throat?
Doesn't sound like
I
a
would
good plan.
I would appreciate it.
I have been told not to.
Well, that seems daft.
Boundaries, I have learned.
That's
Good
good.
for you. Okay. Okay.
I also have
So
clean shit, but I don't know.
technically, who is in charge of this whole operation?
Well, you're certainly doing your best to become in charge of it. Let's say it's a test to see if you can become the leader,
Okay, good. I'm gonna need your selection of people. I designate you then as my second. I need you to choose out your best sort of stealth operatives and your best fighting men. I want them separated into 2 sections, and I will go through them and I'll choose the preferred for my shock team. Harlow, I want you to go through and choose as your best stealth operatives.
Me?
Yes.
All
Well,
right then.
in the absence of virtue, you're my second best for this job.
All right then.
I
Sorry,
can
just
give
not used to you going to me for stealth.
Neither am I, but I can give you a little bonus to it, and virtue has left us in our darkest hour. I'll never touch them ever again.
You act like you're going to war.
We are.
We are going to war. If we get
Alright,
caught,
well-
if we get caught, this is an act of war.
We'll
Alright,
be
well,
rude if
you-
they don't go well.
this is gonna be fun. I have to actually select stuff. Wow.
Give me
Keep
2
it small.
hours.
Give us a small team. Keep it 4 people max. I want precision. Keep it tight. I don't want anything to go wrong on this. Give us someone who can communicate outside the building, preferably magically. I want them going directly to me. If it cocks up, you tell me. I don't want any sort of saving face. If you get any indication that you guys are in danger, you're about to be discovered, I want them to send a message to me, and my team will storm the place.
Right. Give me 2 hours.
And I'm gonna look around the sort of place, like the sort of Arrow stronghold, and I want to try and find the people I would deem sort of most effective sort of shock troopers.
Claire, can you just help me out with because I kind of got this job thrown on me, so maybe you
I-
can help
Yeah,
me out here.
sorry about that, dude.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Can both of you make an investigation check?
With advantage.
No. If it's just you, sir.
Could I have my echo out helping
No.
me? Aw.
You don't. That's just not how it works. But
Am I going
The
on
But,
stealth
but it
or
says my but it says my echo can make ability checks on its own.
yes, but
on
you're
its own.
investigating. How does your echo help you with investigating?
It also looks.
Gotcha. No.
That's
Alright.
19 in the investigation check. 18 plus 1.
Mine is actually a 19.
Ooh. So, Rock Crusher, you
19
can
across the board.
easily see from this group that the best and strongest members in the room currently are definitely Sizu and Kylo.
Okay.
And Harlow, you can definitely see that the people that looks like they could sneak around the best are, if you're not counting Otto, Wraith and Amelia. And possibly Castor, but that's sort of an oddball one.
Mhm.
Okay. So, Sizu and Kylo. On top of that, can I find at least like maybe one that's trained in sort of maybe like support magic kind of stuff? Not necessarily like a healing, but like a person who's able to cast message or sending. Someone who can
seems-
communicate outside of the team.
Castor can cast spells. It's in his name.
Oh my god,
Holy
it's almost
shit.
like his name is Caster.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Small, tight team. Quick, clean, surgical.
Mhm.
Alright, we're gonna need equipment. Fortunately, I don't really have an issue with verticality. How are you guys at climbing? Asking to Sisu and Kylo, and I suppose the rest of the guys as well.
can I say something really quickly that might help us a little more?
Yes.
I'm given a detailed description of the room. I have a chance to teleport us in and out.
So do I.
Yeah, I thought that was
I
probably...
don't even need a detailed description. I can just do it.
Well, I just need a general space, so I know where I'm going.
Well, I
I
can
feel like
definitely
that
help you
might-
get past the wall, but not into the vaults.
Are they magically protected from getting inside through that?
Not necessarily. My line of work does not see me going to the vaults.
I'm gonna keep mine as a sort of backup plan in the event everything goes to shit and I just sort of gotta bounce.
Okay.
But I can
How are
definitely get you
your
past
sort
the
of-
walls.
How is your sort of mass teleportation? Can you teleport more than yourself?
I can teleport another person. And then I also, I don't think that's for this use, but I can teleport someone with me.
Okay, in that case, keep your team small. And sort of assume the worst. Always assume the worst.
Okay.
And be prepared. I don't know what exactly you're going into. But just be prepared. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
As long as you can prepare yourself to possibly deal with some people asking what you're doing or gods being assholes, they're not prone to strictly start throwing their weapons around when inside the capital.
Okay.
So it's better to try and solve issues with your mouth than with your fists.
Exactly.
I don't really have the physical capability of doing that, so it's always through my mouth.
That's what she said.
And I was literally, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was literally about to say that.
I hate the both of you.
Yeah, great minds think alike.
Are they great? These are just sort of like questions.
Not necessarily, but you know, it's always funny to say it.
I mean, two minds, I guess. Definitely not great ones.
Okay, soldier, that is insubordination. I could have you struck by your wrist for that.
Jesus Christ.
What? It doesn't. Sorry, I'm looking around. Doesn't really look like you have an option, does it?
No, you're right, it doesn't. But still, okay, you gotta
Fine.
respect the authority.
I can be nice to you this once.
No, you don't have to be nice to me. You have to do what I say. Within reason, obviously.
I was about to say, that's very questionable.
This is what we're running here is got to be a military operation, and what I need is absolute obedience. I don't need you people. I don't need anyone questioning what I say. Because that
Rock, I
fights
always question
confusion.
you.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough, dude. That's why you're on the other team.
Yes,
And-
Captain Zadar.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Just if you compromise this operation, I will see you executed.
I won't.
Don't think executions will go much here.
Alright, shut up, Private.
This is the worst case scenario, by the way. Rock got in here and he got like a power, and he emitted a whole hit right to his
This is
head.
really, yeah.
And it whole went right to his head.
Whoever said this one.
This is why he doesn't need to be
You're
a leader.
completely wrong.
This is why. This
What
is
I'm
why you
trying to
don't
It's
need
to
be a
test
leader.
him. That's what Amelia said.
I'm trying to be efficient. Okay. What we're trying to do here, what I'm trying to do, is potentially minimize the loss of life, while maximizing the efficiency of what we're doing. That's why I'm sending. What we have is the best currently is Harlow here, with his disguise kit and his ability to manipulate locks.
I mean, I could also kind of just not have to walk if I just teleport with my echoes.
Yeah, but that's kind of obvious, dude.
Well, I mean, it means
It
like
kind of looks like
move
you're kind
more
of like
stealthy.
leapfrogging. It looks pretty leapfroggy.
I also have invisibility.
Makes a little. Well, see that. There you go. You want to be on that team then?
I can do either team. I mean, if shit goes wrong, then
It's
if we
better
need a
for you
dragon
to
planet-
be on the sneaking team.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
That works with me.
Okay, we need an exact order of march then. Who is on the stealth team? Harlow, Otto,
Yep.
and who else?
Amelia.
Amelia. Okay.
Do we want another one, or are we going to try to live with the door teleportation, which only takes 2.
I don't think teleportation would necessarily be necessary, provided you can enter, like, crack the safe and just take the gem, close it, and bounce.
Then should we bring Wraith?
What kind of abilities does Wraith possess?
Wraith holds up their scythe.
It's a little conspicuous.
I was warrior for death deity. I make sure people die and stay dead. And do not get caught while doing it.
You're an assassin. She was an assassin, right?
That's what she's
For a guardian.
Sounds kind of okay. That sounds cool. Well, I'm here for it. We appreciate your abilities. However, that does not seem like a good fit for what is supposed to be the pacifist stealth team.
I think it's more of a just in case. If she can kill someone like quietly, compared to say me only being able to kill someone with magic, I think it's better if she comes along.
Which, yeah, I think you should perhaps operate an independent unit, tailing the stealth unit. Operate independently of them. I trust your judgment to observe and assess. In the event you would think they may be in trouble, or no, not think, no, they're in trouble. In that case, I authorize you to exercise your abilities.
Yes, sir.
And give him a salute. First one that called me sir. Okay, that's sorted. We've got a stealth, and we've got the auxiliary stealth team sorted.
I just want to point out that Rock is the kind of person that would like it whenever people called him master.
No,
Ew.
Master's a little weird. It's got sort of like slavey connotations. Okay, so stealth team. What kind of order are you running?
What kind
There
of
are
what?
2 ways to get in if we're not going to do the teleportation. We could either attempt to get in through the front door, which is what I'm going to do either way, because it is the easiest for me, or there is an infill building connected to the west wing of the building. That will take you directly to the roof of the wall, but that is not the most easiest way once you get onto the roof. So it's either we try to convince them to let you both in, or you can try and sneak your way through the top.
And your name is?
This is Amelia.
Amelia. Okay, thank you, Amelia. Do you often have a sort of servant with you, like a companion?
No, I do not. Mostly only people that are authorized are welcome into the building.
Okay, Otto, would it be possible to make both you and Harlow invisible?
Yes.
Okay. Would that work, Amelia? Is there a sort of anti-invisibility capabilities in the building?
Zathrax is not known for its magical abilities. Unless we are directly being confronted with Wolfsbane, I think he's the only person in that building that even understands magic.
What's the chances of him showing up out of the blue?
If we are not known, then not very likely. Again, I think he has bigger things to deal with than a gemstone stolen from a Kanku.
Yeah, but I still feel like this is something we need to think of all possibilities.
Exactly. Good idea. Nice work, Private. Yeah, Otto's right. I think it's good that you two, Otto, Harlow, you go in stealth, invisible.
Mm-hmm.
You follow Amelia. She goes about her day-to-day. You get down to the vault. Harlow, you do your best to enter that vault. Once inside, you find the gem. Otto, you cast find object, if you can do that. I don't know, find thing. You do that?
Once you're in,
do you
I
want
can
it?
also just get it.
If it's
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, Amelia could also just get it.
also
Oh,
if it's a
wow,
magical
wow.
item, I could just do that too.
Yeah, that's true. So, Hollow, open the vault if you can. Do your best.
I can attempt.
What
That's
kind
good.
of vault lock are we looking at
I have
here?
I have a couple ideas that wouldn't involve picking it if it comes down to that.
It does not,
Okay, well that's
from
also one.
my knowledge of the vault doors, it is not. I do not think that there's some where you can just pick the lock. It's one of those where there's multiple switches. You have to pull out little buttons and press things, and it's one of those weird things.
Will an alarm go off if something goes wrong? If someone does it, say, too many times, or if the code is even put in wrong once?
I have not tried it, but I'm assuming that some sort of alarm will be sounded. It will not be a big one, not something where the lights turn red and all of a sudden everyone's on high alert, but someone will know if we get it wrong.
Otto,
In
if
that
we can get in
case-
there normally, what if what we do is if we can be outside, because you said you can teleport, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Could you teleport just me?
Yeah.
If I created an echo outside of the vault and had you teleport me inside, and I grab whatever's inside and then switch places with my echo.
That could work.
You know, in and out without even having to worry about the door.
It's okay, so
have
before
an
we even
idea.
think about that, can we get a good description of the gem? Just so Harlow does not mistake it for another.
A drawing would be preferable. Just something
Yeah.
physical to be able to see it.
You see Kylo pull out a piece of paper and hand it to Castor with a pen, and Castor starts drawing. You give him some time. He's not a very good drawer, so you gotta make it look good.
If you can give me a description, I can make a physical look of it.
Oh, well, leave a fake.
Just a minor illusion. I wouldn't say it'd last too long.
Oh, okay.
It's just more for Harlow to know what he's looking at.
The gemstone is it almost looks like a little purple octagon-shaped gemstone that's like glowing a little bit. Mm-hmm.
See it?
And I'll start like making that. Hopefully it gets to like the right size to the description.
There's a little prick in the middle of one of the sides because it goes directly to his brain. Kind of weird, but I mean, not my fault. So on one
Okay.
side there'll be a little pointed indent in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whose brain?
To Castor's.
Castor. Castor's basically used as like a
The
messenger.
gem is connected to their brain.
Yeah, basically is what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Continue with your description, please.
Gem.
It's kind of just like a normal gem. Oh, sometimes it glows light blue as well. But it only a few times. So it could also be light blue as well. But it should just be purple.
Do we have a reason why it goes light blue? Or is that
Well,
just
it
something?
only becomes light blue when our god is communicating with us. But who knows, they might be trying to. So could be light blue.
Okay. How well can I get the description if he's describing, like... Does it
Castor
look good?
finishes his drawing and you compare the two, and it looks fairly similar. There are some small differences, like Castor's is a bit more of an oval shape than a direct, like, circular octagon. But other than that, they seem pretty similar to each other.
Alright, I'll make like another copy of it for blue and kind of show them to Harlow, being like, these are what you're one of these two.
I memorize these. Remember what I'm supposed to grab.
Nice.
You got it? Got it all figured out? Because I can show you these again at a later time.
No, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Okay.
Alright, stealth team,
Um,
you all figured out.
I think all we
Yeah,
have to do next is
Claire,
just study
one
the
thing I
place.
do want to ask, because I mean, I guess I'm leader of this stealth team for now, but I want to know, out of the people that are in the group, like, what kind of abilities are we looking at throughout the people that are going? Just so I know what I can work with.
Making investigation.
We have advantage, because I also want to know this kind of shit.
Okay. This time I'll allow it.
Allow it.
Really glad about that advantage, because the first one was a nat 1.
Cute. That's fun.
You love to see it.
That second one is a 21 in total.
Wow.
21.
So going around to the different people, obviously, you know Otto, you and Rock Crusher. So you know some of Caesar's abilities. It seems like she's more on the fighter side. She doesn't wield massive weapons, but she does seem very able of herself. It seems that Kylo is more of a heavy-handed person, but he's also very able as well. Castor, he does not have a spell book with him, but you know that he can cast spells. Who else is there? Amelia.
Sorceress bullshit.
You have not seen Amelia do any. She doesn't have any sort of weapons on her. She doesn't have any like magical components, so you don't really know what she is capable of.
This sounds weird, but you'll get what I'm implying. Do like as you know, you said she doesn't have any weapons. Do like her hands look like they've been used as weapons, or
Is she a
No,
monk?
it does not.
yeah, okay.
It seems that Wraith is on the more sneakier side and doing very silent but deadly kills. Am I missing anyone? I mean,
shit,
Edkin is
being like
Edkin.
Wraith is not
He's
surprising.
chilling.
All right. I think I'm good.
Alright, team leader, you good?
I think I'm good.
Alright, cool. Alright, get some rest. You guys are going in the morning.
I go take a big nap.
Yeah. Actually, no, we're going at night. Unless you're
Going at night?
Guards, then. Yeah, take a short rest. We'll go into the middle of the night. But then again, we are underground, so I guess time is subjective.
I mean, yeah, you can assume.
You know what, Claire? Because I can do this without it really having any consequences if I do or don't do this. You know what I want to do just for the hell of it?
What?
I want to pull an animal out of my bag of tricks, see what I get. Just to see what I can have chill out with me. Because it stays until the next day, so.
Goddamn deer in the room.
Roll your
Well, no, I
little
don't have
dice.
deers. It would be kind of funny if I got a panther.
No, it wouldn't. We could have had a panther.
No, it's friendly to me. It does whatever I
Okay.
want.
That's
Ooh,
cute.
it's a
That's cute.
7, which is a dire wolf. I got a dire wolf friend.
Okay, so what? There's a goddamn dire wolf in the middle of the fucking meeting room.
Yeah. You
Well,
see.
no, I thought you were going to bed, so like I can just have it like watch over me while I take my short rest.
Alright, he's got a dire wolf now.
Okay.
Yep. Just it could have been a giant elk. And those things are pretty big.
Alright. I'm gonna speak to Sizu and Kylo.
Okay.
Alright, on this operation, in the event of stealth team needing backup, I'll take point. Caesar, I want you behind me. You'll be dealing with any stragglers. I know you're quick, efficient. Kylo, I want you taking rear. You're strong, efficient. I want you protecting our retreat. In the event we need to bounce quickly, I want a clear pathway. If I need it, I want you to stay as close to the door as you can. Once we're inside, dealing with any reinforcements, anything like that.
Gotcha, bro.
I appreciate the bro, but this isn't a Burrow kind of situation.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. All right, get some sleep. We got some big shit to do later.
Also, side question, because I don't actually remember if we decided on this. So am I using a disguise kit or no?
I think you're
If you're
going
going
to be invisible.
invisible.
Well, I mean, like, I'm saying, like, as a just in case. I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody not to.
I mean, shit.
Well,
fair
better
enough.
get all dolled up during your
I mean,
rest.
Yeah, let me do my makeup before we go.
Become a drag queen, I don't know.
Okay, here's my question.
Slay.
Really quick question.
Dragon
if you're-
slays.
If you use an echo while you're invisible,
Who knows?
What?
because
Sorry,
the whole thing with us being invisible is that I'm assuming your echo will not be invisible with you.
No. If I create an echo, my echo is not invisible. At least that's my assumption, unless Claire says otherwise.
I'm gonna say
Here's
it's
another
not
problem.
invisible.
While you guys think about
Would
that, I'm here for a
You
piss.
summon
Number 3.
Are you counting?
Yes.
It's pretty simple counting, so.
and I have one more small problem. If you use an echo, you also will be invisible.
What does it say about invisibility? Because I'm not sure. Because if you're talking about casting a
If it
spell,
counts,
technically,
attacks are spells. I don't know. It's up to Claire, but if it's considered a spell, I know it's not considered an attack.
What, summoning an echo?
Yeah.
I will say summoning the echo is not a spell, but teleporting to the echo is a spell.
okay. So I think what they're asking is, can I create an echo while I'm invisible and still be invisible?
Yes, but if you teleport to that echo, then you will become visible again.
Okay. All right,
So
that makes sense.
might. So I think what's best is that you still disguise yourself, and when we go invisible back out, you will be as that person. Like you'll be disguised and you walk
My
out.
assumption is also kind of that, like, if I had my disguise kit on and I created an echo, then the echo wouldn't have a disguise kit on.
I'm assuming it looks like you.
Well, I don't think it looks like how I look currently. I think it looks like how I look. You know.
Yeah.
Your special outfit you never wash.
I think we got the plan down, though.
Hey, I might give a better description of a Harlow outfit if we once this armor is made.
Okay.
Should we kind of looking over to her, being like, should we study the layout as a just in case?
Sure. There's really no need to go into the military branch, so you only really need to worry about 3 branches. By branches, I mean hallways. I don't have a direct map of the place because they always keep them in there and they do not trust anyone with anything but the map in there, so I don't have a physical one, but there are 4 branches. There are 2 floors. The first 2 branches, the military and inspector's branch, are on the first floor. The military branch is to the right and the inspector's branch is to the left. You have to go...
make a little paper, a kind of diagram to kind of do what she's describing.
There are 2 ways to get to the second floor. That is either going through the grand staircase that is in the middle or going to the inspector's branch where there is another staircase.
Which one's less populated?
Definitely the inspector's branch.
Very well.
But you do have to get past all of the inspectors there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some pompous people we can get past.
I wouldn't call them pompous, but after that, getting onto the second floor are the info branch and the communications branch. The communications branch is to the left and the info branch is on the right. Thinking about it a bit more, there are 2 possible places that this vault could be, and that's either the inspector's branch on the first floor or the info branch on the second. Right now, the inspectors are doing an investigation, but I don't really know if they'd have any will to take a gemstone for that investigation, so I'm assuming what must have happened, all theories, is that the inspector's branch took it, And then they saw that they had no use for it, so they gave it to the info branch, and they're now either leaving it in the vault or using it to try and gather information.
All right.
Either way, the info branch is definitely the least populated one. There's only
All right.
one person, and it's this weird tiefling person that apparently Wolfsbane loves, but probably just keep them... Whatever. Long story short, the info branch is the least populated.
Why is it just a random tiefling?
Long story.
Makes me suspicious.
Is there anything we should worry about this tiefling, like, at all?
Well, the tiefling is very frail, but they hold a lot of information. And Wolfsbane
fine.
holds a very close eye on them. It does not look, from what I've seen, like they enjoy being around Wolfsbane, almost as in a sort of either predatory or kidnappy sort of way. But either way, Wolfsbane has their eyes very close on that tiefling.
So even if we wanted to help him, we can't, too. I mean, it's not the objective.
He doesn't have eyes on the walls, so you could if you wanted, but it is a danger to try.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, do not interact with it.
Seems very important to him. So maybe it's something
I
we
know
look
it
into
does.
at a later
That's-
date. I'm saying a later
later
date.
date.
I'm not saying now. I'm saying we look
We
at it,
have a
look
mission,
into it later.
and we deal with it.
Yes,
Do not
I
get
know.
distracted.
I'm saying this for later. I'm not saying we get him now. I'm saying what we are doing, and then we talk about this later. I'm not going against the plan, Rock. Calm down.
Does everyone know what we're doing?
Yes. As like you can already see, like there's like a diagram in front of us, like of what was just said.
Yeah, I've like using my claw. I've sort of like scratched a little sort of football-esque like game plan in the gravel. Like, and then then you go for the quarterback. And then you...
Yeah.
Brock,
No,
I
you're
don't
like,
think.
you're like using your stick. You're like running through the dirt. You're like, this guy goes over here, and then you'll come around here and get him.
Hey, if it works, it works.
All right, now we go to sleep, and we're gonna do it. Well, we're gonna go for a rest. Okay, we're gonna do this in the dead of night.
Okay. As all of you take a rest, I want you to take about like a 2-minute break just to think and prepare yourself, okay?
Oh God.
Is this for us to think and prepare ourselves, or
Well-
for someone else to maybe prepare themselves?
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Claire, can I ask you a question while we have these 2 minutes for the stealth? So where are we coming in? Like map, like on the like because you know what was described.
sure they're
Like,
not
where are we
busy.
going in from? Where's the objective at?
There is a front entrance and a back entrance. The front
What-
entrance...
Which one are we going in? Front entrance.
Doesn't matter. You're following what's her face.
Right.
Amelia said that she's going in the front entrance
What
because
floor are they both on? Just the first floor, or is there
Well-
like a?
First and second.
first and second, there's one possibility in the inspector's branch, which is the left
First
hall
floor.
of the first floor, and the second option is the info branch, which is the right hall of the second floor.
I've been
The only
listening.
the two stairs are either in the middle, which will be more populated, or at the very end of the inspector's branch, but you'll have to get past more people to get there. The info branch is only really used by that tiefling person that Amelia was talking about, but it seems that tiefling has their eyes, or has Wolfsbane's eyes, very heavily looking at them.
All right. I think I know what my plan is. I think my plan is to let Otto tell me what direction to go, and I'm just gonna figure out how to get there.
You're team leader, dude.
No, I know. I'm using Otto as like my map. You know.
Thank God you're a representative and not the goddamn leader of the burrowing
What
blade.
do you mean?
Although you've
You
got
have
I
not
just-
done
Carlo
one
Carlo would
thing
make
as a
Carlo would make
leader.
Great leader.
Oh, it's because you got your
I heard
dad's
that. What
influence. You have not done one thing that proves yourself as a representative. Just being Spine's son. Adoptive.
I'd be willing to learn.
You
Rock,
haven't
saying something?
tried. You at least Rock Crusher is taking in the initiative. You're just like, I'm gonna let Otto do it and tell me where to go.
No, I'm letting Otto. Yeah, no, I'm letting Otto be my map, and I'm gonna figure out how to get to where we need to go.
Okay. So I guess it's a
See,
test for both of you to see if you're leader material.
Okay,
I'm
should we
going
let
to
you
like
the
the
better
initiative and planning.
shall we let Claire plan a little bit while we discuss game plan?
Sounds fair.
I think that would be nice. Just a little fair on the DM who's putting a lot of work into our inane bullshit.
Thanks. Make me feel
Love,
so appreciated.
But it's so dead
love you
inside.
too.
Also, I can climb while I'm invisible, can't I?
Yeah, as long as you're not attacking or casting.
All right.
Okay, Otto, you can cast. Oh, goddammit, I just muted themselves. You can
No,
cast
I'm here.
message, right?
No, but like I said, I was planning to use the pseudo dragon.
Okay, that also works. If you can like leave a pseudo dragon with us outside while you go in.
You always have. Rock, do you not notice the red pseudo dragon that's always on your?
Well, yeah, but I just sort of feels like the guy likes me.
Or he also, you can communicate with.
Okay, if you're in shit, tell him to like bite me on the sort of jaw or something, like bite me on the cheek.
You want him to bite you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore a bite.
It's kind of weird.
Okay. He's
Keep your
communicated with you
goddamn
before.
kicks out of this, you goddamn cat fetishist.
Oh my
He's
god.
he's communicating with you telepathically. He doesn't need to bite you.
He can't communicate with me telepathically,
Why not?
because he's not my familiar.
He's able to do it with people. He's done this before. Back when you were terrorizing.
I don't think they can.
I don't remember them doing that.
They can just.
I
I think it's
remember
like
you sent
they
like
can
simple
convey
photos.
small.
They
Yeah,
can
it's small like,
understand
messages.
languages. They can understand languages, but they. Oh, actually, limited telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, with any creature within 100 feet, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
When did they do that last time? I don't remember.
What happened?
don't
What
know
happened
what
was
to do.
Rock was. Remember when Rock was trying to do
Remember
the
whenever Rock
revolution
was
back
doing
at
the
that place?
revolution and like we were leaving? So like
Yeah, and
Otto gave them
they put an image
gave them
of
the image of like us leaving.
yeah, like the
Oh.
exit. He
Oh,
gave him the picture of like the
right.
exit.
Forgot
Or
about
it
that.
can communicate a simple ideas like, holy shit, we're in danger, please help.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Alright, so keep one with me. I'll be able to
it's
give
always
you
with you.
It's your
Alright,
babysitter.
cool. It's my carer. The pseudo dragon is actually running the operation.
Yep, he should be the
I
leader.
can also do.
Rock Rusher was the pseudo dragon the whole time. The Dragon Bomb was just sort of like a mecha. It's an Evangelion.
I
What?
have 3 more pseudo dragons that can be.
You tell me you guys haven't seen Evangelion.
I have.
Mm-mm.
Fucking Zoomers.
Mm.
You
You're
guys
right.
missing
I'm a
out. That shit,
zoomer. Zoom.
that shit pioneered anime. Neon Genesis Evangelion. That shit fucking slaps. Regardless, watch it, but still. Okay, cool. We've got a pseudo dragon giving me
Time to kick
communications.
ass and smoke grass. Sled
Trying to-
fast.
Is there anyone else
Kinda-
that should be given a pseudo dragon?
Kind to kick bubblegum and chew ass.
And I'm all out of bubble gum.
Hell yeah. And I'm all out of ass.
I'm all out of. Then what do you do? You're out of both.
I chew bubblegum. I do nothing. Alright, let's go
I
sleep.
sit there depressed because I have nothing. Because I'm
Take a
poor with no
Can I
money.
have my
all my
question
student
answered
debt.
really quickly before we
Yes.
switch out? Is there anyone else that may need a pseudo dragon? I can have up to 3 more.
I don't really need one. I don't think.
Well, me
I
and you
think
will
if
be
we've
together.
got one with if we've got one with each team, maybe keep one with like the sort of people that aren't involved.
So who's not coming with any of the
The
group?
only one not coming are the cats and Eggkin.
Cats don't
Alright.
like the pseudo dragon, so have fun with that.
Yeah.
Keep one with keep on with Edkin in the event like they need to completely abandon the place. In the event like we completely fuck everything up.
Okay.
At
How
least
often
give
do we do
one
that,
person a head
though?
start, and they can sort of continue it.
How often is it that
Okay.
we just fuck everything up, though?
Pretty
Very
often.
rare. Nah, shut up. Very rare.
Here's another thing. If things don't go well or for some reason we can't scale the wall again, thankfully the pseudo dragons can fly. So if anything, we can send the pseudo dragons out with the gem as fast as those fuckers can fly.
Okay, no, the gem is secondary. Primary, you guys need to survive. If you feel like it's you or the gem, you guys get out of there.
Well,
We can always
obviously.
go back. We can always go back harder with more men and get the gem. It's fine. If you guys live to fight another day, that's better.
I'd rather not die, so I'd always pick myself over
Well,
that
obviously,
gem.
yes, I would prefer that you don't die. So if you feel like you need to abandon the mission, do it.
Alright.
Is there any other plans or any other surprises we might need before we take our
You're gonna be
rest?
my human map, so
Is it because I made the
Oh.
entire diagram?
yes.
Okay.
All right, take a nap.
I will take a 4-hour nap.
Actually, yes, maybe you can do that. Yeah.
Or do you? I say, wait. Like, do we have 4 hours, or are we like waiting 4 hours? Or?
You're waiting for it to be
For
night.
nighttime.
What time is it, Claire?
You see that if you look out in the hole, do a little scoping around, you see that it's about afternoon. Maybe around 5.
Okay, so we will wait until it's the evening.
Oh, really
At
quick
least
question.
the night.
Would it be less populated at night compared to day? Or will at least the guards be more groggier at night?
Yeah, that's a good point.
The guards are told to be on full alert at 24/7, but the officials inside the building will either not be there or less likely to notice much.
Okay.
Okay, so nighttime is the best.
Less casualties, less option, less chance of people being
Getting caught.
involved. Exactly.
Yes, but the guards are pains in the ass either way.
I mean, if two are
We can deal.
invisible,
We can deal with those.
I think we got this.
All right. Have a nap. Time skip.
Okay. Okay.
Time skip.
The clock
Time's up.
strikes 11 p.m. There's no clock, but you can just assume.
Ding. Ding. Ding.
Yeah, you get like a massive bell tower going off.
It's a high storm coming.
Okay. So, after saying goodbye to Edkin, telling him to evacuate the entire Arrow the entire Arrow City if shit goes wrong, and the pseudo dragon tells him, you head off and out of the Arrow to get ready for your little infiltration. So, Rock Crusher, where is your team headed? And Harlow, where is your team headed?
We are heading. So the plan's for me and Otto to be invisible. That's so.
Yep.
How many people are on the team? Because I thought there were it's been kind of like not
It's
said to me.
the three
How
of
many
you.
people?
It's just
Three.
three
It's
of us.
just the three of us. Okay. Then I guess we're going to wherever we're going in. I think she's guiding us, right?
Yes, she's taking point.
All right.
And Rock
Harlow, could you
Crusher,
Follow
technically
her.
carry me while you climb up, just so we don't have to
you
use
can
any
go
more
through the
spells?
open door
Oh yeah, I
once
forgot.
it's
Yeah, you're
open.
Yes,
No,
I'd
you're
prefer
following.
not to carry you for no reason.
You are
I'm
following
gonna
exactly
be honest.
behind her.
I'm getting tired. Yeah, we are.
You can't
at
say
the
you're
low-
getting tired. We're getting to the good stuff.
No, I'm zoning. No,
All
I
right.
was thinking of something
Wake up.
else.
Wake
I'm
up!
I'm not tired like that. I'm just zoning out.
Well then,
Mm,
clock the fuck in! Anyways, Rock Crusher, where's your team going?
We are hanging like below the entrance. We're sort of just generally like sort of milling around, maybe looking like street urchins. Just I assume
Okay.
there's sort of like steps up to the Capitol building.
There's steps up to the wall of the Capitol building.
Well, whatever. We're hanging around outside, looking disorganized, looking just sort of like general people.
Okay.
Maybe sort of like pretending like we're drinking. I assume I've probably got a couple of empty bottles somewhere in my bag. Just, we trying to look as most inconspicuous as possible, just like general drunks.
Make a performance check with advantage because of the other two.
It's a 16.
Okay. Not Rock Crusher, Jesus Christ. Harlow, I keep doing that. Harlow, Otto, and Amelia.
No.
Oh wait. Also, by the way, can I like before we go? I did my my disguise kit.
Okay.
I don't exactly know, like what.
Amelia told
Should
you
you,
to look as similar to her as you can with her official's outfit.
It's hollow and drag.
I don't like to imagine that. I don't want to imagine that.
What, are you
but-
homophobic?
No, I just don't like to imagine Harlow in drag clothing because I don't think that they would fit his personality or what he would want.
Oh,
Not cool, dude. Not cool.
yikes.
It's my
Yeah, dude.
character. What do you mean?
Well, the times have changed. It's 2023, you know.
Yeah, no, dude. We ain't in 2021 anymore.
Yeah, I gotta let Harlow choose for himself what he wants. Yep.
So-
Yep, I just heard. Yeah, he wants to be in drag.
First, before you do anything, let me describe what the wall and some of the castle looks like from what you can see. Getting closer and closer to the castle, getting a good look at it. This castle is completely locked in by a 70-foot long wall. 70-foot long and 50-foot tall wall with a about 10-foot thickness where people can walk on top. This wall is made of obsidian. On each corner of the wall is a square brick tower that goes an extra 10 feet higher than the other walls. On the western wall of the castle, of this wall into the... You get what I mean. There's a building attached to it. This building seems to be protected as... It seems to be just as protective as the main wall. It's also made out of obsidian, but it is only 30 feet tall and 20 feet wide. And it looks like there's a staircase from the roof of that building that goes onto the wall. The smaller building doesn't look like it has any guards posted outside, but you have no idea what the inside looks like. The front gate, which is just a large, a large stone wall, is being guarded by 4 guards on each side. And Rock Crusher, you'd know from before that the back gate is very similar to the front, but it only has 2 guards on each side. So what do you want to do before Amelia walks up to the guards?
Us two or Rock?
Any of you?
Right,
Yeah, well, Rock seems doing fuck all. We're waiting for you guys. We have the backup plan.
Can't think of
so
a story.
is Otto making us invisible or?
Yeah, well, like I'm assuming we're already invisible.
You gotta say that. I didn't know you were invisible.
God.
Nice.
I
You
thought
were
you were about to
just
just
gonna-
walk in.
That
like
was the
completely
whole
distant.
That was
I
the
know.
whole plan.
Here's the thing. I know what's the plan, but I don't know if you're gonna go through with the plan, so you have to tell me what you're doing.
Well,
I can't make you do it.
invisible.
I can recommend heavily.
We are both invisible.
Using what?
All right.
The spell invisibility.
Good. You see, these are simple communication, okay?
Wow. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, you shush. You barely communicate with anyone.
Yeah, you're right.
So, are you giving Amelia the okay to go to the
Yeah.
door?
Yes.
Okay,
I give my invisible thumbs up that she can't see.
I
gotcha.
just say a soft yes.
Amelia takes off her iron blade crest and places a golden one on her coat in its place and begins to walk towards the door. She folds her arms behind her back and straightens her posture to being almost perfectly vertical. As soon as she walks up to the gate, the first guard to the left of the door steps up to Amelia with his great axe drawn out, but not pointed towards her necessarily. Name and intentions. Amelia responds with, Amelia Fang, I have just returned from my investigation relating to EI3. Amelia pulls out a piece of paper and shows it to the guards. The guard takes it, looks at the paper, looks at her, and then nods his head and gives the paper back to her. He goes back to the door, and all of the guards go up to the door and begin to open it. As the doors open, you can begin to see the true scope of this castle, not Rockhusher, but everyone else. While it's smaller than the walls that surround it, it is still grand and very threatening looking. This building has many towers with sharp roofs and with guards with cannons poking out of each of the windows of the towers. The roof is covered in gargoyles staring at different places of the yard in between the wall and the castle. These gargoyles have lava flowing out of their mouths into pools surrounding the walls of the castle. In this yard between the castle and walls, there are stables with dark horses with shadows as their mane, guards posted around walls of weapons on hooks to make it easier for them to grab. But the front gate of the castle seems to be open. Inside, you can see many different guards and officials dressed very similarly to Amelia walking around inside. When you enter behind Amelia, you see these large hallways that Amelia was talking about before. This castle is lit with torchlights and banners of the Ironblade crest and portraits of Wolfsbane on the walls. For Otto and Harlow, this is the first time that you're really seeing what Wolfsbane really looks like. And so now you kind of get a good idea of what he looks like using the NPC image. It's just, he's on the smaller side of the Dragonborns. His scales are nearly cut in half, as half of his body is a lot darker than the other half. But he's still very threatening, just not as threatening as like someone like Rockcrusher, you know?
Yeah.
In the middle, there is a grand staircase, just like Amelia described, and you can see that there are plenty of officials dressed similarly to Amelia, just talking on the grand staircase. Where do you want to go? Amelia begins heading to the inspector's hallway.
Human map, go!
God. If I remember
Are
correctly,
you not listening to the like 50 times Claire mentioned it?
No. The thing is, my memory just sucks so bad that I can't lock in all the details.
That sounds like an excuse, but I'll stick with it.
It is an excuse, but it's a good one.
God, I can't follow Amelia for now because we're supposed to be heading anyways. If I remember correctly.
You see Amelia gesture with her head as her head just sort of nods towards farther down the hallway as she stops at a door and knocks on it and begins talking with an inspector.
Further
Yeah.
down the hallway.
Yep, I will continue to. I probably have to hold Harlow's hand and continue leading him.
Holding Otto's hand.
Cuties.
Disgusting. No,
He
no,
has a
no,
fiance, okay?
No, it's not cooties. Otto's just disgusting. I'm kidding. All right. Anyways.
Did you hear?
Huh?
Nothing. I'm gonna continue to lead the way.
We're on our way.
So you get farther down this inspector's branch hallway, looking at it a bit more, obviously not looking too closely because you have a mission. You can tell that these look like more on the officer side of people that could very well fight if they wanted to. Most of them, from the conversations that you're overhearing, are talking about different investigations of crimes and things like that, of investigating the different caves, a bunch of stuff that doesn't really interest you. So you just keep going until you eventually reach the staircase at the very end of the inspector's branch.
Okay. I believe we go up the staircase, so upwards we go.
Up.
So you head
Alright.
up the staircase, now no longer with Amelia, and you enter the communications branch, or the left hallway of the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
God,
Human map.
it sucks when
also,
I'm put
well-
on pressure.
Here, while they figure that out, though, I also just want to say that I left my direwolf at the place.
Oh, thank
He
you.
just
That would have
he
been
just-
unfortunate.
he just chilling there. He's helping the person that stayed behind. He's helping them out, stay behind. You know.
Claire, can you
Yeah.
give me a recap of the second floor really quick? Because I can't remember at the top of
No.
my head. Not even a history.
I mean, no.
I know I'm not going to get advantage because of little fucker over here because he didn't want to remember.
I mean, Rock Crusher's been saying it for me. I mean, you weren't listening the 50 times that I said it.
I was listening. It's just the fact of I'm having.
Then you better recall
over
it, because
here.
I'm not helping you.
You're lucky that I think I remember a little bit. Okay, so we went up the first staircase, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're on the second floor.
Yes.
Is there another staircase that leads up, or no? From this floor,
We're
I
not
can't
supposed to go on
remember.
to the third floor.
There's
We're
not a
supposed to
third
be.
floor. So
Okay.
we don't have a
It's
choice.
Okay, so
on this
in
floor,
front,
but the question is.
in front of us, what is there on this floor?
Currently, you are in the communications branch.
Hmm.
You can tell from people talking about letters to different tribes and how Wolfsbane's fucking everything up.
Which direction? Can we see anything from the left or the right of us? Anything, sign, anything?
There are no signs, but you do see that, I mean, if you could have recalled, if you went up the grand staircase, you would have been in the middle, which means you're at the very left of the building. So there's really only one way to go.
Left is.
No, forward.
Oh.
Go forward.
You're at
Yeah,
the
you're
very
right.
left. You're not gonna go more left.
very left.
So you need to go right.
She just said forward.
Forward in
Yeah,
your
forward, right.
perspective to the right end of the building. That's
See,
Yeah.
I was right. See, yeah, shut up, Artie.
It's still forward. Whatever. Forward.
Mm.
Worse than a 5-year-old.
I am.
as you're walking around, walking in this communications branch, you see a line of 4 people taking up the whole hallway.
Mm.
You can't really get past them.
Are they just standing there? Like, what?
They're walking, but very, very slowly. They're like high school freshmen taking up the whole hallway talking to their friend.
God. I think we can. We'll wait for them to pass. Actually, yeah, we'll try to wait for them to pass. I'd rather try and get past without any problems.
You wait for them to pass, and they stop in a section of the hallway to talk gossip about a possible connection between 2 leaders. Possible love. They're gossiping. So they're stopped in the middle of the hallway.
I think we just
Like, do they group up so we can go around them, or like, are they still like in that line?
They're not in a line, but it would be very difficult to get around them without possibly bumping into them?
Is there anyone around?
Well, there are plenty of
Like,
people around.
Like, is there a place for me to technically, like, if I could stand somewhere without being noticed?
Not in the hallway.
Well, I'm saying, like, if I look around, like, is there, like, a corner where no one's really at? Like, any place I could
No,
go?
it's a straight hallway
Mhm.
that doesn't have any hidden corners. You can assume it's built that way.
I'm gonna kind of whisper to Harlow and be like, do you want to get past them? Try it.
I think the different way would be better.
Alright. I hate gossip. Alright, let's go.
All right, we go a different way.
How?
Figure out. There should be another stairwell.
See, this can't be the only way. This can't
Yeah,
be
because
the
I
only
no,
way.
because now I remember. Yeah, because that led a different direction. I think. Yeah. So we have to go with that other stairwell.
I remember being told about the right hallway.
Yeah. So back downstairs to the next stairwell.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need to go back downstairs, go back, and okay, I know where we're.
Oh,
Okay.
wow! You guys are so good at this.
Well,
So you walk down the
go back
staircase,
downstairs.
and you see Amelia beginning to walk up the staircase.
Oh, maybe she'll actually get them out the way. I guess I'll kind of have Hunter move out the way so we don't get in her
Hunter?
way.
Who's Hunter?
Harlow, Hunter, you know what the fuck I meant.
I don't know who that is.
It doesn't seem like she
Yep, I know.
knows where you are, so she's just walking on her own.
I mean,
If she's going
like,
upstairs, I'm gonna see if she actually if she's going upstairs. I want to wait to see if she tells guys to like piss off and get back to work.
So you begin to follow Amelia as she walks up to the communications branch. She sees the people gossiping, taking up the entire hallway. And she says, "What are you inbreds doing? Get back to work. No time for gossip about the leaders." As they all just like, sort of like scoff at her and just like begrudgingly move out of the way. And they still kind of like are whispering to each other, but they're getting back to work as she keeps going down, walking past the grand staircase and goes into the info branch.
All right. Well, we can go back on our trail now that we don't have to worry about bumping into them.
Mm-hmm.
Onwards.
Onwards.
So,
We continue to the right.
just as described before, it does not seem like there is anyone in the info branch. The two branches are almost all of the branches are identical from what you've seen, just like the way that people are using them is different. But the info branch just seems like an empty hallway. The only thing that really lets you know that there are someone there is you can hear a conversation behind one of the closed doors. And as Amelia goes through the hallway, it seems like she's picked up interest in the conversation and stops and slows down for a second.
No question. Nah, we're a little too busy, so we're gonna continue forward and we'll ask her about it later.
Yeah.
Okay. You keep going down this hallway, and it seems a bit longer than the other ones. And there's nothing going on. There's nothing going wrong. And I'm being serious. There's nothing going wrong. You go all the way down the hallway, and eventually you reach this very big vault door taking up the entire end of the hallway. This vault door has many different buttons and padlocks on it, different switches. It seems just like a wall of switches and stuff like that.
Whisper to Harlow and be like, all right, you have two ways of when you get out of here. Do you want to try and play off as one of the guards, or do you want
Or do I want to what? Sorry, I
to go
didn't
back
actually.
to being invisible?
I mean, if we can both go back to being invisible, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, okay. I just need to make sure.
Claire, before I like go in here in my way, I do want to like try like, is there like okay? Cause you like, can you like re-explain about the door really quick, slower this time? Sorry, my brain.
Have you ever seen here? I'll try and connect it to something. Have you ever seen that video of like an old French door, which you have to like press a button that opens a latch? You have to pull a switch through to get it open.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like that.
That kind of helps. All right. I mean, my only worry is like, how far does Otto need to teleport me if they teleport me? Because we don't know how thick the door is and exactly what's on the other side.
I need to just double check. Because if I'm gonna be the one teleporting you, then
Well, yeah, I can't teleport myself.
no shit, Sherlock. I just had to double check to make sure there wasn't anything saying you can't go a certain amount of thickness. But no, it should be fine. As long as I'm not like overshooting it, you should be fine.
Yeah,
I don't think
I'd prefer
can
not to get spat out into a random room.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah, that's why I don't want it to happen. Jeez.
Before I do that, I'm assuming there's like, actually, yeah, no, because you already explained that it was just a straight hall. All right. After that, I guess I'll drop. We can't hear anyone in the hallways. Can't see.
Yeah.
There's
And-
nothing.
No.
Like, there's nothing, right?
Not that you can see.
And by the way, before
Or
Otto
here?
does anything, so Claire can't get me for not saying this, I'll create my echo as well
Okay.
outside, so that like if I get teleported in, I can switch places.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, communication. The only thing you could hear and see is Amelia walking back towards you with something in her hands, but
All right. I guess we'll go invisible, and I will use a mention door to get Hunter.
who's Hunter?
Harlow, Hunter.
This is Dean. We're
Yeah,
in
they're-
character.
I said they're not the same person. They're really not.
Just continuing with the descriptions. But hopefully he's able to get in.
Okay, how far away are you going to dimension door him?
Could me or actually can I just take a guess at how thick this door is? Like general idea.
I mean, not really. I mean, if you want to,
Maybe like, could I try before they teleport me in? Like maybe like
you can
I
make
don't know, like
a
if it's
survival check.
a metal door, like I don't want to like knock on it, like listen to like how far the echo is, like like
Who has better
into the
survival?
metal. Definitely me because I have expertise in it.
Then yeah, you roll
Gotta
survival.
love soul bonding.
Maybe with advantage because I'm helping.
Ooh, that's a nat 20. It doesn't need advantage.
Well,
Never
look at
mind.
that.
Nat 20 with a plus 13.
It seems, it seems that this door is about maybe 2 feet thick.
About 2 feet
So how do
thick is how thick the door is.
so like 10 feet and you'll be like 8 feet away from the door.
I mean, like, I don't know if I'd say like 5 feet might even be good enough just because, like, how big
Okay.
do we know this room is?
Fair. All right, let's do the 5 feet then. I will teleport him 5 feet.
So it'd be 3 feet past the door then.
Yes.
Simple maths. Simple maths.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths.
Okay.
Anyway.
Harlow, I guess Otto, you see this too because you dimension dorm in for a second, then split out. So I'll just describe it to both of you. You get teleported into this vault, and you immediately get a wave of cold air hitting you, along with dust. It doesn't seem like this has been opened in a very long time, since there's like a few places that doesn't have much dust, but most of it is just piling up with dust.
Mhm.
This vault is completely pitch black with piled up items everywhere. There are shelves, there are some items hung, but most of the items are ripped apart and are collecting dust.
Hmm.
Make an
So,
investigation check.
An investigation.
If you do well, then you might also find some other items
Oh.
that could be useful in the future.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Sorry, my mom brought me food. Investigation. Investigation. Sorry. Investigation. That's a 17.
Okay. I'm gonna say, you find a few things that kind of pique your interest before you can find this gemstone. The first thing you see is nothing more than
all of them. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Has
kidding.
you can't even want. The first thing you see is nothing more than a small piece of ripped up portrait of what you can assume to be a dragon of some kind. The only thing you could really manage to find is manage to
Out of
look
curiosity,
inside.
can I recognize the dragon?
Give me a goddamn second. Let me finish explaining. Looking at the portrait, the small little section of it, the only thing that you can manage to see is a small patch of scales, red scales, but it looks to be more like skin than actual scales. And it seems this portrait you don't know if it's very old, but it is very, very withered.
Hmm. I'll take it. Why not?
The next thing that you find is a very rusted over heart-shaped locket with the initials Q+S carved into it.
What's it made out of?
It looks like it's made out of gold, but it is so old you don't know if it can be sold for anything.
Pocket it.
But then as you're sort of sifting...
I'll check the item. I'll make sure that, I don't know, some Indiana Jones bullshit, some crap isn't gonna get me.
Well, thanks for, the consideration, but there's no boulders is gonna come racing towards you, I promise.
Well, I was thinking more like pick something up and it sets off an alarm kind of thing, but...
Well, either way, you're good. But finally, after sifting through more piles of practically garbage, you manage to see a small little purple glow poking through. And as soon as you see this purple glow, it sort of flickers and turns into light blue for a few seconds. But then it turns back to purple.
Before I just grab it, making sure that it's good for me to just grab it. As in like I said, no Indiana Jones bullshit. If not, I'll just grab it.
You look around, and it does not seem like there are any ridges in the walls, anything in the doorway. It doesn't look like there's anything that will pop open or even sound an alarm.
All right.
I'll say you can do that with your investigation check.
All right. I'll pick it up then.
Okay. You pick up this glowing gem, and at the spots that it touches your skin, the gem sort of glows a little bit brighter in those sections.
Weird. I throw it in my backpack.
Cute.
And I'm gonna take a quick glance around. Also, I am curious. It's not too important, but I am curious. How big of a space is this?
This seems to be about 15 feet by 15 feet.
And height, tall wise?
It seems to be about 15 feet tall. It's just a square.
Okay. I guess, take a glance around, make sure there's nothing.
I will
There's nothing
say
else.
you after like sieving through so much garbage on the ground, you do see in one of the back corners what looks to be a hatch that is closed.
Like, isn't like a door?
A door on the ground.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do really quick. I'm not going to switch places with my Echo, but I'm going to Echo Avatar for a minute to take control of my Echo. And I'm going to relay the information that there is a hatch to Otto.
I'm gonna kind of look at the echo. Stick with the plan. Just get the gem, and let's get the hell out of here.
I am kind of curious, I won't lie.
Curiosity killed the cat. Get out of there.
Fine. I'll just swap places with my Echo.
Otto.
Yep.
And Harlow, seeing you swap places. You hear very light footsteps walking in your direction.
Immediately, we're going invisible.
Yep, I'll move off to the side. I'm by the way, I demanifested my Echo after I left the ball, by the way.
Okay.
We are just invisible now.
You see
Maybe
this.
maybe stay off to the side.
Yeah, off to the side so we're not in the center of the hallway.
You see this tiefling, this light purple tiefling with long white hair covering a good portion of their face, with a sort of black cloak on, walk in your direction. Amelia notices that you've turned invisible and immediately whips around and gets very posture correct again with her hands behind her back. And she goes, "Ah, Lotus, it's nice to see you again." And she just goes, "You too. What are you doing in here on the walls, huh?" "Oh, just inspecting, making sure that everything is working as planned." Lotus sort of looks back and forth. It almost looks like she's looking directly at both of you and then turns back to Amelia and says, "Are they here yet?" She's sort of dumbfounded. "Who's here yet?" Them. "I'm sorry, Lotus. I don't actually know what you're talking about." "I know that you know." As she sort of takes one of her hands and takes a bit of the hair out of her face, and you can see a third eye on her forehead that's open. "I can see the future, and I know this future. I've seen it before. I know that they're here. Lotus, it is okay. Look, I know that Wolfsbane is probably doing you harm or something like that, but please, this is just a general inspection. Okay?" Lotus sighs and turns around and starts walking away, but then she stops and turns back and says, "When you see them, tell them to save me." As she keeps walking away. As Amelia just goes, "Still don't know what you're talking about." Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna follow her.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Amelia takes the grand staircase back down. As right before she's about to leave, you see one of the people from the inspector's branch start talking to her, questioning what she's doing, and she's like, "I finished all my work here. I must leave now." And this inspector seems a little bit on edge, but Amelia doesn't really take any notice to it and keeps walking as if nothing is going on. They're not two people that are invisible following her. As she begins heading back into the yard and eventually back outside, with the guards shutting the door very aggressively behind her. As she just walks away without looking back. Rock Crusher, you see Amelia walking out. You do not see the other two for obvious reasons, but you see her walking out unscathed.
And the whole building blows up behind us like a spy movie. As we throw on our black sunglasses.
No. So, congratulations.
I mean, Henry's not responding.
He is not, but congratulations. I'm very proud of you guys.
We did it, we did it!
You managed to avoid another conflict.
Now back to the area.
You guys are just
Back
so
to
good at
farm.
that.
Who said we needed a virtue for this?
Now,
Yeah, exactly. See, I'm perfect for stealth.
Your
I'm going
curiosity
to-
almost got us in
I'm going to
trouble.
give you 2 options here, okay?
Okay.
I do have
Hold on, pause.
a small bit left of the session, but
Mhm.
it is very heavily involved with lore building.
Mhm.
And it's really not easy to do it without virtue. But I'm willing to do it if you want to learn the information and convey it, or if you want to hear it authentically with virtue. So that's up to you.
I really want to hear it with virtue. Not gonna lie.
I don't know. I mean, I'm down to hear it.
We need Henry as the tiebreaker.
Too bad he's dead, so.
Real.
Yikes!
Heads or tails, I
All right,
guess.
Claire, you to be the tiebreaker. Claire, you got this.
I mean, I can be the tiebreaker. I'm a kind of biased tiebreaker, but.
Bias is in your leaning towards.
Well, my thought process, I won't tell you what the information is, but it is. It doesn't end on a good note without virtue there, but it can happen without virtue there. So instead of it being the end, it will just be the beginning of next session.
No.
I'd rather just wait till virtue comes back. even though we-
No.
I'm going to give Henry 2 minutes, or not even 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 1 minute to respond, and if not, then I'll make the final decision.
Henry. Henry. Henry Guy. Henry Guy. I guess they're yelling his full name.
Henry Matthew Guy. I actually don't know if that's his name, but
Yeah, it's Henry Michael Guy, totally.
that makes sense. Henry Michael.
Watch him actually be like, how the fuck do you figure out my middle name?
Henry. I can't think of guy middle names. I only know girl ones. Henry. Henry Spencer.
Somebody that you used to know.
Thank God happened and it happened, you know we were nothing. I don't really need that love. You treat me like a stranger and it feels so wrong. You didn't have to cut me out. I don't want to change your number. And I don't really need that home. And now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Somebody.
I used to know somebody that I used to know. So, okay, it's.
Henry, are you not back yet?
I'm going to
Damn
say
it.
that we are going to wait. So, you have successfully, without a conflict, pulled off a heist, and you're going to see the reward of that next session.